Serea, sere rimasciandore, sere rimasciandore, motebo, sere rimasciandore, buruko sandabe, bule sandere, mushantalabe, kabure bose, sandare boshundele, eburi malale, kabure leseya, bure shandele, o sere rimashandore, o motebo, sere rimashandore, bure boseke, sere rimashandore, bure boseke, sere rimashandore, imosendere boye, kubori laye, ima santa labonea, koshandare boye, bule santa laboye, bose de rimandea, buri santa be, busheke rimande, o sere rimashandore, iborodo seke, ima santa labuye, ke buri la maseya, yeribo sinde kubale, ederebo sunde yao, nimo sheke bure la de, yerima sandereya, bure santa lao, himo santa labayeya, e kurila bose, burila mashanta bo, derilo kuyadeya, imo sundere boseya, kuborila ye, esereya, imo sandara boye, kiburile boseya, rimo sindeya boy, imo santa labua, kiburile boseya, rimo sindeya boy, imo santa labua, kabu shekere bosende, noruko buleyai, moredo santa, erebose que sereya, rimo sindeya boy, imo santa labua, kabu shekere bosende, noruko buleyai, moredo santa, erebose que sereya, sere ribo santa labe, iburele que sea, burile que se que yebo, sere, sereya, mosekere bushendere bo, sere, be sent on the lordship house of Israel. Inorobo say yerebo sere, yerebo senderebo yerebo sere. I have come for the lordship, orobo seke, the lordship of Israel. Yerebo sere, yerebo sere, yerebo sere. I have been sent to the lordship house of Yahweh, Boroboseke, Erimosan in Arabayondo, in the Rekoskili Baye, Neburi Mahanta Labeya, Ole Bistren, Iboroboshin, Libo Buri, Libo Shekebo. Imo sunderebo hinaraba yanderebo inereko seke, mo santa labu burilebo yeke. I have been sent to the lordship of Israel, to the lordship of Israel. Yerebo say of Israel, norebo seke sereya. Inerebo sereya ne kurila bayeke, inorobo sinelebo yana musanta labe, kubo shande iborobo sande musanta labe ye, boro seke ye, bosanta laboye, e kurila base, musenderi boya, e butere boye, kabu busekeye omusere yabo mayandala buseke riboyande kapure bose kushantala baye o sereya reboseke rimayande bosenderebo ibo satala buyeke musendereke. Oh, Yisrael, oh, Yahudi, yeah, Burilebo Syria, Borobo Syria, Rabe, Yerebo, Nerebo, Ikaraba, Yenerebo Syria, oh, Yisrael, oh, Yahudi, Sere Murilo Shandao, Yerebo Syria, yeah. Whoa, Yerebo Sere. Aya buseke burabaye. Yerebo Sere. Yerebo seke bo. Sere Yerebo seke. Rebos na yabo yede. Orebo seke. Ishandala be kurila bayonde. Burila maseke bo. Buseke rabaye. Musantala boye, oh sekere boya, musantala boye rebo, eribo santala bo, shendere bo se, musekere bo, usere, oh Yisrael, musantala bo, oh yeah Yisrael, kubo shantala be, yerebo seke yerebo. Yerebo seke kurila bayende rebo indoroko santa la beya koro boyande o koro boyande imo seke rebo yande baraba sunde la beyi koro boyande o koro boyande imo seke rebo yande Barabasunde labe, ikorobo yanta labu, barabasekerebo, ye sekerebo, ye sere, isere, ibarabasanta labu, shanda labereke boreya, ye sere morabasa, ye rebo sekebo. Mama derebo Yisrael Isantalabo Yisrael Isantalabo Yahudi Isantalabo Yahudi Isantalabo Yisrael Burilebo Sendebo Yisrael Kurilaba Yenderebo Yisrael Musantalabo Yekerebo Sere yabo Yahudima Wo nerebo sekerebo Yerebo skirima antalabo yekerebo Sereya Wo sekerebo Santalabo yekerebo yenerebo Hey Kurilaba seke Kurilaba yantelubu Kurilaba mo sendelebo Isare yerebo sere Yahudi morbo seye Yisrael morbo seye Erebo skerebo yalao Orbo skere bale Orbo skere bale yende. Greetings to the 12 tribes of Yisrael scattered in the four corners of the earth, and to the Gentiles called by the name of Abba Yahuwah. Shabbat Shalom, and much love and much prosperity. I thank you family for you are the reason of our time like truth, because the time is simply near. Just as we see the days goes by, and so draw nigh the coming of Yahushua HaMashiach, our eternal bridegroom. Just as the Malach of Yahuwah said unto Yehukanah the Revelator, sealed not the prophecies of this book, for the time is near. Exactly what we are doing here, family. Decode the end times prophecies, signs, dreams. Prophecy in Norocos clip in preparing people by the house for the returning of King Yahushua HaMashiach, our eternal bridegroom, to whom due eternally all glory, worship, praise, exaltation, wealth, riches, honor, to the glory of his magnificent Father Yahuwah the Almighty, and to the Ruach HaKodesh, the forever pure energy, the very blessed one, the very DNA of Abba Yahuwah. Oh yes, Abba Yahuwah, you have been worshipped in the temple of your handmaid. How deep, loud is this? Okay, you heard it and I heard it. Everyone do heard it. That is the glory of the trumpet. When it's being, sounded, he goes so deep, so wide, so high, resounding in everyone's memory. That is the glory of trumpets. Like I always love to say, that any single movement of Abba Yahuwah, trumpet or sound, precedes it. Said, I have not uttered at all in secret that which I have declared unto you in the dark, make it known in the broad day. Exactly what we are doing here now. This is what we are doing right here, that which Abba Yahuwah have said. Right in Exodus 34 verses 10. That is what we are resounding to your hearing over here. That is what we are sounding and resounding again and again and again and again and again over again to your hearing. That which he said in Exodus 34 verses 10 is about to occur, is about to happen, is about to surface. Exactly what we are doing here, right here. Rebbe said, once Abba Yahuwah has spoken, he has spoken once, but twice. That is the resounding. Have I heard it? That is the resounding. The coming of the Son of Man is right at the door knocking. That is the movement now in the feet, in the blessed feet of Abba Yahuwah. Is about to pull it out. He said unto Moshe, in the first Exodus, take off your shoe. In other words, what Abba Yahuwah was saying is that Pharaoh is the great dragon, the old serpent. You can stand. Take off your shoe and let me, step in your shoe. Let me step in your shoe. Go now with my feet. That bringeth good news. Abba Yahuwah wanna step in the feet of Moshe. Because Pharaoh is a great dragon. Exactly in this last Exodus, the feet of Abba Yahuwah is about to be revealed again. We are the last generation. Like he said in Matthew 16:28, said there are these people that is standing over here. Some of you is not going to test. You won't test death. Okay? And Matthew 17, the transfiguration, that was big giving. It says some of you over here today won't test death. Before you will see the power and the kingdom of the Son of Yahuwah coming with great glory. The kingdom of Abba Yahuwah is what we are saying over here. Okay? Do you want to be a part of it? In fact, it's not even the one that wants to be a part of it. Because if you are being ordained to be a part of it, of course, you will put your house in order. The fire of His love will be set in your heart. Are you being hypnotized? Being deceived? Okay. Or stain your garment? Or you sleeping? Or because of the wickedness, increasement of the wickedness of these last days, He said the love of many will wax cold. Is your love for Abba Yehovah wax cold? Shake it off. That is the nature of this segment. Shake it off. Put your house in order. Okay? Just as the Ruach HaKodesh. Ruach HaKodesh has said unto you, and let him that have ear hear. Ribobo sekeyabaya. What He Himself has already said to you and me. Why did He say so? Him that have ear. Yes, because he already knew. Third part of humanity ears is going to be dedicated unto the dragon. And what is the voice of the dragon? I have abolished the law. Okay? In Genesis 3, abolish it over there. As soon as the woman heard the voice of the serpent, she go for it. Okay? And that is the wisdom of the tree of Christmas. They are celebrated in this season. This is their season. The season of the hours of darkness. When He abolished the royal law over there. The day man found new wisdom, understanding, celebrated death of humanity, right? In Genesis 3, when the dragon abolished the law, that is the voice, of course. Third part of humanity today is also hearing, because the Ruach HaKodesh know already. You're going to be hearing that voice once again. And this is the nature of this segment, that you should drop and dust the voice of the serpent off your ear and return back to the voice of the Ruach HaKodesh. Okay, the signs of the last day, least I forget that. And you know I won't. The signs of the last day say something over here. Very, very deep.
You can't obviously believe that Watchmen, Yahoo, and Deborah did not pay me to do the intro for White It Out 4 to deceive the masses. The true Israelites are the so-called blacks, the so-called Hispanics, and Native Americans scattered throughout the earth. The Judah team has an agenda to make all the tribes Hamite. Matthew 24:4 says, to take heed that no man deceive you.
Hey guys, the gig is up. I'm not the real Jesus. As a matter of fact, the fella's name wasn't even Jesus. He had a Hebrew name. There wasn't a letter J until a few hundred years ago. With that being said, I have fooled the whole world into the biggest sham of all time. The name and identity of the real fella has been taken over by me. There are thousands of paintings of Jesus, and they don't even come close. Jesus was the creation of the Roman Catholic Church, which served to replace the real fella, who probably looked more like Morgan Freeman. But who cares? The truth doesn't matter, as long as you pay your tithes. Gotcha.
Himo Santa Labu iye salirebo. Bule senderabo ye salirebo. Monsekerebo bule ye salirebo. Saliyebo orobo sereya. Salirebo orobo selebo. Himo Santa Labe iye salirebo. In the very presence of your enemy. Yerebo serebo. Yorebo serebo. In the very presence of your enemy. Himo Santa Labu nerebo salirebo rebo shantalao. Salirebo robo seya. Salirebo robo say. In the very presence, Salirebo. I'm so excited today. Oribo Shanta. Yes, the table is gonna be right set, right in the presence of your enemy. Salirebo. Yeah. Oh, Salirebo. Himo Santa Labu. Salirebo. Prior to this, you knew it already. I know you are smart. I will always know. I got a precept, okay? Revelation 12 now. And the great dragon was cast out. That old serpent is the phrase, always the metaphor. Old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. He was cast into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. A footnote, okay, that deceived the whole world, that old serpent. Follow me now. We want to fish him out. He's hiding somewhere here on earth, but we want to get him arrested. Just follow up. Are you still there? Just follow me up. Come along with me. This is awesome. This is awesome. Nothing is hiding under this heaven. It's not even the darkest, place. It's like a broad daylight before Yahuwah. And this old serpent thought he was hiding somewhere that we won't be able to fish him out. We have just done that. By the power of the Ruach HaKodesh. Be wise as the serpent and be harmless like the dove. The dove is everywhere carrying us. The light. It says he's going to unveil the hidden treasure of darkness. He's going to give you the key. Of the treasure of darkness. Yeah, we are in the treasure. Oh, my Father. Treasure of darkness. What was the phrase? Do you still remember? That old serpent. And the footnote that deceiveth the whole world. YAHUAH. This is the name of Allah in Arabic. What did you just notice? Like a snake, fold the snake on. Here is the actual snake. And here is the written name of Allah. Okay. So we did not just found the serpent, that old serpent in the written name of Allah, but rather we also heard it powerfully, so clear from the mouth of Allah. Okay, the mark of the beast isn't just we didn't just found it only in his written name. It's right over there. You see the beheaded sword, and you see the head of the serpent rise about to bite. But Allah also, he also he voiced it out that I am the one. I am the very one. Old serpent. Here I am. Korah Surah 3 verses 54. And they, the unbelievers, are plans to deceive. And Allah plans to deceive the unbelievers. And Allah is the best of deceivers. Rebab, are you still there? Someone needs to be alert. Someone needs to wake. You need to wake up. Morikos Kalaba, and let this, cut your attention. Like this, help you not to put on your thinking cap. Something is already happened over here. The old serpent is right here on earth. Okay, and we caught him already where he was hiding, because there is nothing hiding under the seven before Yahuwah. Okay, now we go to the second witnesses. The royal law make it so clear we shouldn't settle by just one witness. It's an act of the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses. Every matter will be established. Here I am in the second witnesses, Quran. This is not Hadith, no, but rather Quran. Quran chapter 7 verses 99, or Quran Surah 7 verses 99, I read, are they safe from Allah's deception? No one feels safe from Allah's deception, except those that shall perish. That is a pure lie again. Allah know how to quote something. He is a liar. Here is the mark of the beast in the written name of Allah. This is Allah, and this is a foolish snake, okay? He know how to quote something. Our royal law make it so clear that old serpent, Allah just bestowed that title upon himself, that he is the old serpent that deceiveth. He says the best of all deceiver. Here, let me make it here so clear. And this word called deceive or whatever, in Arabic, it is simply called marker. Okay? But when it been translated, it is called deception or deceiver. Is a liar, Allah. Okay, now you see another lie called Allah also told over here. Allah said, except those that shall perish. That is a pure lie. Like me, that I am an unbeliever. Okay, in another words, or in a nutshell, what Allah is simply saying, except them that will not believe in him, or Quran, nor Muhammad, those are the ones that's going to be free from my deception. Over, I think, some reckoning say 1.4 billion, some reckoning say 1.7 billion Islam. Okay, they are already been deceived. Learned people, they are already been deceived. When it comes to Allah, said is the best of all. It doesn't matter how crafty you are, or how subtle you are, or how crooked you are, or how smart and clever you are. Allah said He is the best of you. Allah is saying that if you don't believe, then you will be saved. But if you believe, you will be squashed by the deception of Allah, because He's the best of all. Okay. Now we end up now with the third witnesses, just from the mouth of Allah Himself. Quran Surah 8 verses 30. Then I take it again. And remember, when the unbelievers plot deception against you, O Muhammad, to imprison you, or to kill you, or to expel you, they plot deception, but Allah also plot deception. If you do me, I do you, okay? And Allah is the best of all deceivers. What? Just wait a minute. What are you saying? Christianity, you say you know how to lie, how to keep Babylon, how to keep garbage. Allah said, I am the best of it all. The time is almost. That is what we are voicing out. Where you will drop that garbage, the day of sun, the greatest abomination in the royal law. The time has already come where you will drop it, and you will not go and keep freak day, Friar's Day, or freak day, the very one they are calling sex day or love making day. You know, it's your weekend, love making day. Originally it is called freak day or Friar's Day. Okay, I myself, by the power of flesh, I now renamed it Sex Electrical Universe. That is the day they are keeping in Islam. And Allah said you are going to drop that, Sunday. I don't need Sunday, I need freak day, because Allah want to have sex. Let me show you something again. Oh, later I will do that. Allah want to have sex, okay? Freak day, Friar's Day. Sex Electrical Universe Day, okay? That is the day you are going to be keeping. You take tithe for money. You keep Babylon, celebrating the wisdom. The day made the downfall of a man. The day made fall from glory, celebrating the death of man. Christmas tree. You want to celebrate another one again. The day everything is crushed. New Year. When everything is crushed. January 1st is your New Year. All right now. Allah says you are going to drop all those things. You are going to be celebrating your New Year in summertime. I'm not yet done with Allah, okay? So let's go now to the real snake. Yes, even some of Muhammad follower, top 10 Abu Bakr by name, Muhammad father's in-law. Oh, this thing really breaks him down. In some rating of Hadith said, Abu Bakr was so afraid in his rating, and in some rating and said, even though I set one of my feet in the kingdom or in the paradise of Allah, I said still I will still be very much afraid of Allah's deception until I place the right foot right in Allah's paradise. There he will not believe Allah. So you see what human is dealing with. The old serpent. Are you good in keeping some memory? What was the memory written code of Allah? It is a snake, okay? If you are good in keeping memory, you watch that and watch snake. Here is Allah for you. Alright, here is the real snake. And this snake is coming to to do damages to the, because it's a nature spoiler. That is what we want to look into now. Abba Yahuwah go before me, because I go by the commandment of Abba Yahuwah. We want to dig into the mysteries of serpent, alphabet by alphabet. This one is tough. Ima santalababo seke yaba. Rikos klibobo hun talabayan terebos klimamahan talabayer. Reba babo seke yaba. Rikos klimamahan talababo seke. Ribo shantalababo seke. Let no one trouble me, because I go by the commandment of Abba Yahuwah. Let no forces of darkness trouble me. Let no power of darkness at all trouble me, because I go by the name of Abba Yahuwah. I bore the mark of Yahushua all over me. Therefore, let no power of darkness, principalities of power, don't trouble me. Hey, greater I see that is in me And he that is in you, you serpent, you folly seraphims, ye maraba thunder strike you in the mighty name of Abba Yahuwah, who has chosen me these days to unveil your secret. Here I am, Matthew 24:24. For they shall arise false Messiahs and false prophets, and shall show great signs of wonders, in as so much that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. We don't want this demon to deceive our brothers and sisters. No, we don't want you to take them down to the land of no return. That is why we are exposing the lies of Allah, the great dragon, that old serpent that deceived the whole world. And the chosen Gentile that is coming along with us into the Holy Land. Okay? Why did he say it's the greatest of all? Why? Because there are small, little demons that is telling lies in the four corners of the earth, assigned by this deity, fallen seraphim, to go and be deceiving the whole world. Those are little ones. You know, like the Christian, you are just a baby in a lie. Allah have PhD in telling lies, in breaking the royal law, right in Genesis 30. This is Allah, people. This is not bashing on your filthy book, Islam, but this is Allah, that old serpent. Allah bestowed that title upon himself, that he is the best of all deceivers. And the criteria in the royal law said that old serpent. Allah said, I am the old serpent. Okay, I'm not yet done. Himo Santa Labu iye salirebo. Bule sekerebo mama ye salirebo. Yeah. In the very presence of your enemy, in the very presence of my enemy, Allah is my enemy, that old serpent. Salirebo. Allah is my worst enemy. In the very presence, rebos caribo leao. Salirebo, The table of eternal life has already been set. The table of overflowing anointing has already been set. The table of ruling and reigning with the King Yahushua HaMashiach has already been set. In the presence, in the very presence, of my enemy. In the salirebo, in the very presence, salirebo. This is Allah. How Allah is written, you see, this is Allah. In the holy language, simply make us, okay? As in the cursed serpent, right in Genesis 3, the very first time by Yahweh pronounced curse on earth, it was upon the serpent. Allah in the Hebrew language simply make us. I don't care what you said it means for you. You can say they make gods, that is for you, okay? I go by the holy language. It's curse. It means curse. It's gonna curse all of you, okay? You see, I says it's doing it already. Yes, Allah means curse. It's going to curse you pain, eternal pain or temporary pain. If you don't take mark of the beast, you see the beheaded sword. This is the head of Allah, ready to bite. You see the beheaded sword, okay? If you don't take the mark of the beast, it will cost you temporary. But if you take mark of the beast and say, drop the belief you ever knew, and carry Quran garbage, that is eternal cost in the link of fire. All right, now we proceed for other things. All right, now here is a thing I wanted to also show you. This is the right hand of Allah. This thing that looks like vagina. Yamina. Allah's right hand. The right hand of Allah, okay? This is what Allah said is using to take sins away. Sex. You know, that is the reward in the kingdom of Allah. So the two virgins when you beheaded somebody. You see woman vagina? Serpent, the Allah saving right hand is vagina. Okay. That is why they are worshiping him or offering the sense electrical universe. Alright, Amish Maker and people. Oh my Father Yahuwah, in the heavenly court, a room of Abba Yahuwah. With this breathful, powerful, life-giving message. Hey, Rebobobo Sekeya Baba, Rikos Klimahan Talabe. The mysteries of serpent. Is far more than what you know. Powerful. I keep telling people, don't dare my Father. Before I start making mouth. We are gonna take it part 1 and 2, okay? Because we have so much. This one is fully loaded. I check it again. I check it all over. There's no way I can end it all in part 1. because you know the alphabet is so long, it's up to 7 alphabet. Okay, serpent have 1 to 7. The number of completion. Trying to imitate my father. All right now, but Abba Yehovah said, I make all things for my own use. Okay, write down. This is part 1. The mysteries of serpent, part 1. Okay, so in the midst of the week, we will do the part 2. The midst of the week, the very one you call Wednesday, that is when we are going to release the part 2. Be into family, because doing Abba Yehovah bringing out all this secret, not to ridicule nobody, but to free you from his bondage. Okay, the lies you once been told, for a preparation for a greater life than this. I can call it eternal life here on earth. So that is the reason why Abba Yehovah is digging out this mystery, so that you will know how to put your house in order. Okay, the serpent, the mysteries of serpent, part 1. In the midst of the week, so I will upload the part 2. Okay, here I am. I will always love to set the stage with Deuteronomy 32, 1 to 4. Give ear, O ye heavens, and I will speak, and hear, O earth, the words of my mouth. My doctrine shall drop as the rain, my speech shall distill as the dew, as the small ray upon the tender herb, and as the showers upon the grass, because I will publish the name of Yahuwah. That is what we are doing right here. King Yahushua came to publish this name. Okay, so I will publish the name of Yahuwah. You see, that is what we are doing here. Ascribe ye greatness unto our Elohim. He is the rock. His work is perfect. For all his ways are judgment. A Elohim of truth and without iniquity. Just and right is he. Oribahan talaboseke. Rekos klimamahan talaboseke. In the presence of my enemy. Bule sandara be iye o salirebo. Mosekerebo yantulubu orobo salirebo yerebo. Salirebo yerebo reke sande. Salirebo robo seke yao. In the very presence of my enemy. In the robo seke ye salirebo. Yeah. Salirebo. Yes, family, before we go unveiled, this unspeakable, incomprehensive, vision of the serpent. Did you see how it's folded? It's a cursed serpent. There is a cursed seraphim. It's been cursed. Before it used to fly up there, a flying serpent. That is the meaning of seraphims. No, a seraphim simply means they are blessed one. The very DNA. If you check our DNA, it's like this. It's like a folded snake, okay? A sperm. It's like this. In a nutshell, this is a high-ranking angel. But he fell. Then he not become good for nothing to be trampled. This is the power of Abba Yehovah. This is the power of conception. Okay, the Ruach HaKodesh. The top angel, the high-ranking angel in the heavens, is crawling out on the ground. Yes, in your belly you shall go, because he did wickedly. He betrayed Abba Yehovah. Now, before we go unveil these mysteries, I would like us to also take a deep breath into what is the royal law for. How does it play out in our lives? Point 1, it functions as a sacred marriage covenant between Yahuwah and his people Israel. Point 2, it outlines how the marriage would function, its stipulation, and what makes it a happy and a fruitful marriage. Point 3, its precept describe how the marriage would function. Point 4, it what pictures tells what marriage life would look like or would be like. Point 5, it a judgment describe how each of the partner would relate to each other. Point 6, for either party to violate this agreement violate the marriage itself. Point 7, for the groom promised never to violate it, because the groom is Abba Yahuwah himself. He has never ever broken his word, because he don't have the appetite to do that. When it comes to breaking his word, he is so powerless. That is why we are saved. That is the guarantee that we are saved eternally, okay? Because his word are yea and amen forever. Not this man Jesus that says Shabbat is perpetual. Now is no more perpetual. Like I got a message also always from your Jesus. You know, he abolished the royal law. I agreed, okay? No dispute. Now he also sent me to tell you that he has abolished rapture. You want to rapture nowhere. He said I should tell you are going to be converted into Islam because I want to have sex freak day. He want to have sex. You see the right hand of Allah is woman vagina, the right hand of Allah that he used to take away sin. It is woman it is vagina. And that is the reward of Allah in Allah's kingdom. When you behead so it is 72 virgin. Rebos kalababa inorokos karababayo freak day. Says electrical universe. No more Sunday, the day of sun. Now it's gonna be says electrical universe because Allah want to have sex with all of you. They said Allah is not having sex. Who said that? Why did he use woman vagina as his right hand to take away sin? Why is he not giving woman vagina as a reward in the paradise of Allah? 72 virgin Allah. Allah, he loves sex, eh? The old serpent that deceives. He has sex with a married woman, right in Genesis 3. Allah is a Allah, how will I put it? He always will go after married women. He will not look for a single woman. He has sex with a married woman, right in Genesis 3. It's coming. And that is also in some hadith that where Muhammad says so, it's also in Quran. That sex slave is in Quran. Whether you are married or not, it doesn't really count for anything before Allah. He says, oh my Father, I think a day will come when I'm also going to do a message for that. I will take the name of Allah alphabet by alphabet. Allah said when you go into battle, they are about to do it now. Whether you are married or not, they don't care. You are being added unto them. He said it is the possession of your right hand. Any slave girl, they call them sex slaves. Any woman, whether you are married or not, when you convert to Islam, of course you will. That is the Sharia law. And Allah said he is already using a married woman to also bless another man. That your husband is going to be having sex with you. The Islam also, the one that you are being used to bless, added, it will also be having sex with you. Every criteria of wickedness we found in Quran. Like you know already, I will keep doing my presentation. Okay, because it is the YAHUAH'S seal on his message. I'm just a choosy vessel, okay? Because it's in the last days, your sons and your daughters will prophesy. And that is a prophecy by his power of the Ruach HaKodesh I'm releasing over here. Okay? So right now, this is the seal like that of FBI warning in some clip I normally see in YouTube, okay? That is their seal. Because they don't want nobody to duplicate or to pervert it. Like I said in my vision, I saw Imam Bikaba Yewa say he would not allow anything, he won't allow it to take us by surprise. Before it happens, he will reveal it. You know, Christians don't fear my Father. They sells all things. Their prayer points, their music, you know, their message, you know, whatever you ever know is business now. Handkerchief, water, sticker, oil. They are selling all things. They will write a prayer point. They will say they want to teach you how to pray, but they will sell it, okay? They sell all things. So they already pervert the royal law. So Abba Yehovah would like you also to come over here to pervert his vision he's bringing out in these last days, in cleansing his choosing the elect and also the chosen Gentile. He won't allow you to do that because you don't fear him. Before I used to have, I don't do live video. I still do uploading. I used to have more than 1,000 viewers, close to 2,000 viewers. But when Abba Yehovah lead me in guiding me in securing his message, more than 1,000 fled. More than 1,000, I told you, it was really a mind-boggling. I say, in fact, scripture has been fulfilled like the days of Noah, only few was saved. So we are not after the 1,000 viewers, or we are not after, the royal law making so clear, they want just one sinner will repent. Heaven celebrates an angel party. We are just after every segment we release out, we are just after that one soul. That needs to be saved, that needs to get the understanding that his antenna or her antenna will be raised high for heaven to rejoice and for angel to party. We are just after just that one. The day one sinner repented. The day one sinner will get understanding of who He or she is heaven party. And that is the reason why we are here. This is the nature of this segment. We are not after, we are not do, I'm not doing no comedy, okay? I'm not doing no entertainment for you to say right on. Here is a sharp cyclo. Okay, it's tough. It is a channel dedicated unto Yahuwah in establish the truth. We are just after the truth. You shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. That is what we are doing over here, for you to know the truth. That is why we are digging more into the wickedness of the Christian and Islam. That is why we don't pay so much attention in the unbeliever, because the unbeliever is very, very easy to be converted. But what about the people that say that they are already being converted, meanwhile they are on their way to the link of fire? Those are the ones we are dealing with. That is the stronghold of Allah and Jesus, the Jesus. Okay? So right now, here goes my presentation. If you listen to my message, and you download it, you want to resound it under the voice of you and say, Jesus, give it unto you. Ebola, Horibo Sakayaba, we attend you in Yahuwah's mighty name. And if you download my message to resound it under the voice of you, and use it to please any deity such as Allah, Jesus, Christian, Ghost, Fire, the causes of Sapphira and Ananias, we attend you in Yahuwah's mighty name. The last, not the least. Excuse me. Yes, if you download my message to resound under the voice of you and place obligation of any kind of money making condition, such as sowing of seed, the hottest place in the link of fire shall be your dwelling for all eternity without mercy. Okay. So due to this, you can get the references in Joshua chapter 6 verses 26, Act of Apostle 5 1 to 11, Act of Apostle again 13 6 to 11, and you can also see the last of it all, Revelation 22 17 to 19. When you add is course, when you take out is course. Okay. And this my presentation always go in both way. However, if you download it, to use it to please heaven and to resound another voice of him, pleasing heaven, he located the lordship house of Yisrael, also the chosen Gentile, in propagating righteousness, truth from the royal law, double portion, double glory, double anointing, double blessing, double glory shall be bestowed upon your soul, shall attend you for all eternity. You shall never by no means miss heaven. Hey, a crown of glory is awaiting you right in the heavens, here on earth. A double crown of ruling and reigning with King Yahushua is already on your head. Yes, in Yahuwah's mighty name, he goes in this both way. Yes, here is a sharp sickle. We are in the process of winning out those things that is not needed in the kingdom. Why the one that is really actually needed in the kingdom? Abajawa don't play gay. For this one's a reason, or for the sake of this ones, he never sleep nor slumber. He never sleep nor slumber. He don't slumber. Okay? It's out now for his people. Okay, right now. So here we go. Let us do it again. I keep telling people, fear my Father. Don't dare him. He's fully loaded with mysteries. Here I am. Here we go. A ground shaking in sight. Explosion. Vision. The biggest of the biggest vision. The Calvary of Serpent. True identity has been removed from on high, here on earth, by the blood of Yahuwah. Let's break serpent code, as we all knew too well. Names carries a deep meaning. Now tear it off, serpent mask. Revelation 12 now, you know that already, that deceiveth the whole world. And we'll find that in Islam. We go for the first letter. Rebobo sekeya. Rebobo hun santalabo yekiribo hun santalaba. In the very presence of my enemy, In the very presence, yeah, yeah, oh, Sally Rainbow. In the very presence, immorable, yerebo, Sally Rainbow. Sally Rainbow, orabo, sekeya. Now we'll go for the first letter. People, what does that go for? What did that go for? Oh, this woman, I don't think you know you talk too much, eh? Unveil the mystery. For my ear is so ancient. Like you know already, yeah. We are teaching the words of Abba Yahuwah with undilutable, you know. Okay, you can finish it. With 360 degree, horrible Santa about volume, undilutable. And the letter S, what did it go for? It simply go for spiritual stronghold. Spiritual stronghold of the serpent and physical. He have a spiritual stronghold and he also have a physical stronghold. It is mind-boggling. Spiritual stronghold of the serpent. That first letter. It's good for spiritual stronghold and physical. It's doing it in the both way. So that is the first letter. Okay, spiritual stronghold and physical upon humanity. Okay, that is the first letter. A conflict of two natures. A force called a sin, like a parasite, like a splinter. A principle of sin within human race, waging one against each one of us, spiritually and physically. Okay, so right now we want to see his physical stronghold. I think at the same time we are going to also be unveiling the spiritual stronghold. And his stronghold, it is sin. So let us first of all see what is his stronghold from the royal law. Bereshit 4 verses 7. In order for you to get a clue or for you to get the full knowledge of it, it will always be, you know, good or better for us to go back to the origin of it all. Okay? To go back to the origin. In order for you to know how deep the water is, you need to go deep, okay? Right here in Bereshit, the place you call Genesis 4 verses 7. This is the very first place we found this word called sin. The very first time we found it. So that is why I love to always come back. If you watch almost all my segments, we always return back to the beginning. Yeah, because everything begins over there. Then I read, if thou doest well, shalt thou not be accepted? And if thou doest not well, listen now, sin, life at the door. It says sin, life at the door, and unto thee shall his desire be. He said, desire you. You are his desire. And thou shalt rule over. No, once he come, it is crafted. Let's see. He said, this sin is standing right at the door. Okay, let's see what how righteousness is also stand at the door. At the door. And I will not like to know what is the door. Yes, righteousness also standing right at the door. We see in Bereshit 4:7, Abba Yahuwah says, seeing life at the door waiting for you. Now, Revelation 3 verses 20, I read, behold, I stand at the door and knock. If any man hear my voice and open the door, I will come into him and will sup with him and he with me. Now we want to have a dialogue, okay? This is the voice of righteousness. He stands at the door. And what is the door? The door is the entrance into the house. The door, it is your heart. And see life standing at the door. He lies waiting at the door, the entrance for you to open. We see that in Genesis 3. He lies at the door as he knocked at the door, and the woman opened the door, and death now came into the house. The entrance, the door, it is the entrance. And this sin, and this very sin is a pulsing. And sin is a pulsing. He said this sin is standing light at the door, waiting for you. Okay, and he said he desire to have you. Rebaba, that is stronghold. Rebaba say is stronghold. It is to have you. And we see also sin is a pulsing. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 from verses 1 down to 12, we see over there, sin is a pulsing. He said the man of sin. Sin is a man is a sin. And when you go further again in that same passage, he said the son of perdition. We also see sin is a son, and it's a son of perdition. Perdition also means destruction. Damnation. C is a man, and C is a person, and C is a son. He stand at your door knocking, and we see the voice of righteousness. The voice of righteousness that also stood at the door is a man, is a son, is a savior. And they said, the sin said, I will make myself like the Most High. He stand at the door. His desire is to have you. His spiritual stronghold. It is sin. We are not done with it. This is just a step 1. And again, what is sin? Here I am in 1 John chapter 3 verses 4. Whosoever commit a sin transgress acts of the law, for sin is the transgression of the law. And ye know that he was manifest. Okay, right now, sin is a transgression of the law. Sin means breaking the law. And where did this dragon break the law? Right in Genesis 3. He breaks it. We are coming more in details. It is my burglary. In your quiet time, you can just go all through Romans chapter 7. You know, this he-goat Christendom, because they love iniquity. They are lawlessness. They are workers of iniquity. We know already. If they want to justify their wickedness, they always run to this place and say, Apostle Shahu, even though it was so powerful, look at this complainant. Excuse me, this was before Apostle Shahu met King Yahushua. He was expressing, he was explaining how life under the law was. Under the law without Yahushua and Mashiach, it is miserable. That was what he was explaining unto us, for us to know the riches, the greatness of King Yahushua deeds for you and me. Living under the law without Yahushua, it is hell. Because you won't be able to meet her, because the grace hasn't yet been given. You see how our forefather King David, so powerful he is, he was being brought down by sin. We see some King Solomon, so powerful he was. We know what sin did to him under the law. We also see Samson. That is the picture we want to use now. Samson is so powerful. This man don't dare him in his strength, but sin pulls him down. The very first man, Adam, he was a representative of Abba Yahuwah. Sin brought him down. We see all this mighty Yahudah. Yahudah is so powerful, but sin brought him down. Okay, that is what Apostle Shaul was explaining in this particular chapter. How miserable living under law without the grace. It is hell. It is miserable. So he was explaining what he was, because he was a Pharisee, that you know. He was explaining what he was going through under the law without grace. When he now come to the sweetness of grace, he now said, wow, I was missing all this. Why? And the grace that helped me to keep the law. You know, he was a Nazarite. He was under law without grace. That is what he was explaining. Park eating people. That a life without living under law, like the what they call them, living, carrying the Old Testament without the grace. You are in hell. Of course, you are in hell. you are in hell, you deny the grace that came to consummate, or you will rust in hell. That is what my brother was explaining. Excuse me, pork eating people. I read now. Oh, well, you can just take it. All is wonderful, but for the sake of time, I'm going to pick it from some part. What was then that which is good? Okay, can I take it from 12? Wherefore the law is holy, and the commandment holy, and just, and good. Okay? Was then that which is good made death unto me? Yahweh forbid. He said, can you say the royal law is death unto me? Say Yahweh forbid, that it might appear sin, working death in me, by that which is good, that sin by the commandment might become exceedingly sinful. Sin, the law exposed sin. The royal law exposed who is sin, like we see already. 14. For we know that the law is spiritual, but I am sold under sin. Okay, the law is spiritual, but flesh is doing something bad to me. For that which I do, I allow not. For that I won't, that do I not. But what I hate, that I do. If then I do that which I would not, and consent unto that, or consent that the law is good, now there is no more I that do it, but sin that dwelleth in me. He light at the door, and the door, it is the entrance into the house, and see life right at your door knocking, and it desire to have you. It is that sin, not me. Any mistake I ever did, it is that sin, that life in wait at my heart. 18. For I know that in me, that is in my flesh, dwelleth no good things. For to will is present with me, but now to perform that which is good, I found not. I can't just do, if I want to do something good. No, bad is always there, which is the sin. It's not me that is doing it, it is evil that dwelleth in me. For the good that I would, I do not, but the evil which I would not, that I do. Where now, if I do that I would not, it is not me, it is no more I that do it, but sin that dwelleth in me. You take it again. Okay, this is the job of sin, to make life miserable. That is his stronghold in the flesh. We will read that also. So right now, let us proceed. Now Romans also chapter 8, I take it from verses 5. Okay. For there we are dealing right now with sin and flesh. And that is his stronghold. Serpent, the very first letter. X, isn't it? Spiritual stronghold and physical. For they, I take it, for they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh, but they that are after the spirit, the things of the spirit. For to be carnally minded, it is death. For you to be carnally minded, it is death. But to be spiritually minded, it is life and peace. Because the carnal minded is enmity. I will put enmity between you and the woman. Because the carnal minded mind is enmity against Yahuwah. For it is not subject to the law of Yahuwah. Neither indeed can be. He can't do it, never will it do it. We see that sin, he can't do it and he will never do it. We see that sin is a man. He is a man, is a son. The man of sin, the son of perdition. Life at the door knocking. And we see that the door, it is your heart. It is the entrance into the house. As soon as you open, what did I'm also coming into that. What the Messiah said, when unclean spirit go out of a man, it will go into a dry land. When he found no rest, what will he say? He will say, let me return back to my house. Okay? Again, you know, whenever I'm doing presentation and when I see Jesus, I will always rebuke that mark of the beast. It is the mark of the beast. That is what we are destroying over here. Jesus, ghost, fire, Allah. That's what we are dealing with over here, destroying them, okay? It's just in a presentation, in quotation, as you know, read the English Bible. All right now. So right now here we are again, as we know already, who is seen is a man and is a son. Okay. Here I am in Ephesians chapter 2. I will take it maybe from 1, okay, or 2. Or 1. And ye have the quickened who were dead in trespasses and sins, wherein in time past ye walked according to the course of this world, according to the prince of the power of hell. That is what we want to dig into. What is the first letter of serpent? Simply go for what? Spiritual strongholds and physical. According to the prince of the power of hell, there is a prince in the hell, okay? Okay, control and directing you over there. The spirit that now walketh in the children of disobedience, among whom also we all had our conversation in conversation in times past in the lust of our flesh, fulfilling the desire of the flesh and of the mind. They see light right there knocking. And we are by nature the children of wrath, even as others. You see, sin brings about the wrath of Abba Yahuwah. And we were once being called the children of wrath. But this serpent never wants you to go out or to be called the children of resurrection. Rather, it still wants you to be called the children of wrath. This is the first alphabet of this word called serpent, spiritual stronghold. And we are going to dig more. We see now sin is a man, is a soul. And how is it working out with us? Apostle Shaul said that dwelleth is right there at the heart. Is in your heart, is in my heart. Okay? So we are unveiling it. We will see more of this. So what did the Ephesians call it? The prince of the power of hell. In the cloud. Hell. Okay, here I am. Matthew 12:24. But when the Pharisees heard it, they said, this fellow doeth not cast out devils, but by Beelzebub, the prince of the devils. Okay? This serpent is the Beelzebub, is the miracle working power in hell, that is also working already with the disobedient children in flesh, which is the Christian and Islam, is the whole serpent. Okay? Doing the very counterfeit to mislead people. Okay? And what did this is what the Pharisees said, that Messiah was not using the power of Yahuwah. That is blasphemy, okay? The blasphemy against the Ruach HaKodesh. Because the Ruach HaKodesh, which is the seraphim, the highest authority in the heavens, Yeshayahu, chapter 6, Isaiah 6 said, these seraphims stood above the throne of Abba Yahuwah. In other words, seraphims are the strength, the power, the covering of Abba Yahuwah. And we see they are the power of conception, the Ruach HaKodesh. In Luke chapter 1, it said, for the Holy One to be conceived or to be born, the Ruach HaKodesh will come upon you. In Matthew 1:18-20 also said, what Maria have in her, it is from the Ruach HaKodesh, the pregnancies. It is the power of conception. Okay? And seraphims in Hebrew simply means the blessed one, the fiery one. Okay? And we see this in the Act of Apostle when the Ruach HaKodesh come. Act of Apostle in the days of Shavuot, he now gave them the tongues of fire. Okay? And when you also go to Exodus 3, he is the one that came with the name of Abba Yahuwah in the burning bush. They are the blessed one. Seraphim simply means they are blessed one. The fiery ones. Okay? Then now in Hebrew it is seraphim, meaning they are blessed one. Now in singular, in Hebrew, it simply go for seraphs. And seraphs simply mean a flying serpent or fiery flying serpent. You can see that in Numbers 21. Okay, so serpent, they are the highest order of Abba in heaven. Goes by cherubims and goes by every other angel. Serpent it is the highest, it is the very DNA of Abba Yahuwah. Let me blow you off. Let me just show you something, if I will be able. Now, what did you see? This is DNA. This is human sperm. This is human being. Okay? This is human. This is how life begins. What did you notice? It looks like a snake. Okay? Because this is how DNA is. The seraphims are the power of Abba Yahuwah. They are the DNA, the very strength of Abba Yahuwah. Abba Yahuwah, this is the strength of Abba Yahuwah. This is his spirit. Okay? You see now, this is the beginning of life. These are human. This is human being. Okay? So make sure you keep the memory. We are going out to the real snake, okay? Again, here is the real snake. Do you still remember something? Yes, this is the very DNA of Abba Yahuwah. But he now brought himself to the very lowest. He said, you're supposed to be the salt of the world. And when you lose your taste, you will not become good for nothing. To be trodden down on that foot, okay? So this is the power of Abba Yahuwah, once powerful angel. Okay? So that is what I quickly want to show you. When we are talking, we are proving. That makes it easier. Okay? Easy also for people, the listener, the viewers. Right now, serpent is the strength of Abba Yahuwah. We knew that already. That was what? When you go to Revelation 12, now what did he call him? The great dragon. Is great, is the greatest of all. When you also go to Genesis 3, what did he call him? What did he call him? He is more crafty, more subtle, more clever. Yeah, is more his power. This seraphim here, they are the fallen angel, fellow seraphim that's supposed to banner and cover Abba Yahuwah's head. Okay? The one in heaven cover his feet, and the one on earth is supposed to cover his feet. Because he said, the earth is my footstool. Because they are his strength. They are the power of his good news. They are the power. They are the good news in Abba Yahuwah's feet. But this one has come to turn himself to bad news now. You know, biting his heel. Instead of you to protect his heel. Instead of you to banner over Abba Yahuwah's heel. He is now the serpent that bites his heel. This is how he bites Abba Yahuwah's heel. He turned the royal law upside down. He sneaked in and they say the first one is still doing it to you and me today. It's in our DNA. That is the mystery of the year. That is the spiritual stronghold. He is still acting as if he is the holy DNA of Abba Yahuwah that formed you and me. That is his grant on you and me. He is still using it to wage war. Because we are the DNA of Abba Yahuwah formed us, which is the very serpent. That is his spiritual stronghold. We are still coming more about his spiritual stronghold. I have not yet done that at all. Okay, we are first of all dealing with the serpent mystery. The first letter, what did it go for? S. What did it go for? Spiritual stronghold and physical of the serpent over you and me. Okay. But right now, if you're Yahushua HaMashiach, he don't have no hold over anymore in you. But if you walk in flesh, that was what he said, those in the spirit, you know, the flesh can never is against the spirit. They are enemy. The seraphims, these are still the principalities and power over there. Messiah, Apostle Yahuwah, the prince of power of hell, is also a king. In Revelation 9, it is the king of the bottomless pit. It is the Abaddon. It is the highest ranking of all demons, the serpent. Don't dare that spirit. Is the dragon. Is the Leviathan. Is the destroyer. Is the waster. Is the spoiler. These are all his names. He has a lot of names. Okay. So right now, we proceed. Now you can read Galatians 5, 16 to 17. So we are going to read now Matthew 30. This was the main reason why Messiah himself also undergo the baptism of a sinner. So right now, before I unveil the mystery over there, there's a place I'm supposed to read before I can go there, so that the clarity will be, simple. Will be made simple. So here I am, Matthew 7, from 24 to 27, when Messiah himself was teaching. Should I take it from 24? Therefore, whosoever heareth the saying of this of mine, and doeth them, I will liken him unto a wise man which built his house upon a rock. We know he is the rock. Okay, you build on him. And the rain descended, and the flood came, and the winds blew and beat upon that house, and it fell not, for it was founded upon the rock. Yes, it's right there knocking at your heart, the righteous one. The righteous knocking is there, and the wicked knock is also over there. And two of them is also here, also 26. Now, everyone that heareth, this is the one, the first 12 verses, the one that open for the voice of righteousness, okay? Which is the true Messiah, the son of Yahuwah. 26. And everyone that heareth these sayings of mine, and doeth them not, shall be likened unto a foolish man, which built his house upon the sand. This is where I want to reveal. The sand. Notice there is the footage. The sand. And the rain descended, and the flood came, and the winds blew and beat upon that house, and it fell, and great was the fall of it. Okay, so right now it said the one that built his house upon the sand. Let's do something about that. Bereshit 3:14, Genesis. It talks about sand. You build on the sand. And Yahuwah Elohim said unto the serpent, because thou hast done, because thou hast done this, thou art cursed above all cattle, above all, because it's the DNA, above every. Abba Yahuwah did not curse Satan, but he cursed the serpent above all cattle, and above every beast of the field. Upon thy belly shalt thou go. Before it used to be a flying serpent, but now it's not crawling on the floor. And dust, listen now, and dust shalt thou eat all the days of your life. And Messiah said, you build upon a sand. And Abba Yahweh said, the food of the serpent is going to be the sand. And who are the sand? Let's do something about that. Who is the sand? That is going to be the food of the serpent. Here I am, the same chapter, Bereshit 3:19 now. In the sweat of thy face thou shalt eat bread, till thou return unto the ground. From out of it wast thou taken, for dust thou art, and unto dust shalt thou return. And Yah said unto the serpent, you shall eat dust all the days of your life. A human being is his food. Human being is the food of the serpent. If you don't do well, it will eat you up. Now it's become a red dragon. Now it's been so, instead of being a fiery serpent, it now become a red dragon. He has already been soaked with human's blood. And how is he eating up your flesh? If you live in the flesh, which is what a sin, and which is what breaking the royal law. If you live by that, he is going to eat you up for all eternity. That is the main reason when Messiah comes, because the ground is cursed. And the ground is cursed. And when you go to Genesis, Bereshit chapter 1, you will see the whole world was covered with darkness. When this deity fell from glory, there began curse. That begins the pollution of this earth. As soon as the Holy One, the Son of the Most High, came from above, he needs to undergo baptism, so that this wicked serpent wouldn't lay his filthy hands on him, because he lies at the door knocking. This is what it is, people. Spiritual stronghold of the serpent over you. The first letter, spiritual stronghold and physical of humanity. That was the main fact King Yahushua undergo baptism, because serpent spread everywhere already, and he's looking for whom to devour. And he knew the people he's looking for, it is the people that will keep the book. It is the people that will not break the royal law. And that is the meaning of sin. You breaking the royal law. That is his food. If you want to serve this serpent, don't break the royal law. Therefore, he's going to be hungry. He's going to be tasty because you refuse to give him food. But if you break the royal law, that is his food. He will eat you up. He will enter you. He lies at the door knocking. And his desire is to eat you up. The red dragon, the serpent, Allah. Here I am, Matthew 26, 36, I think, way down to 44 or so. Then cometh Yahushua with them unto the place called Gethsemane, and saith unto the disciples, sit ye here while I go and pray yonder. He wanted to lay his filthy hands on Messiah to break the royal law because he was hungry of his flesh. But Messiah refused. He starved him. He said, you won't eat my flesh. And he took with him Peter, Kepha, and the two sons of Zebedee, and began to be sorrowful and very heavy. Flesh has descended on him. Then saith he unto them, my soul is exceedingly sorrowful, even unto death, and sin is death. Okay, tarry here and watch with me. And he went a little further and fell on his face and prayed, saying, my Father, if it be possible, let this cup pass from me. But this was the reason why he came from above. He now began to pray contrary. Right away, the Ruach HaKodesh not take over. Right away, the Ruach HaKodesh, the good serpent, not take over. I said, no, you won't do this to us. You are our only hope to redeem your brother and your sister. You are our only hope. You won't do this. He not took over. Be wiser than the serpent and be harmless as dove. Serpent and dove, they are one offices, okay? But in different ways. Watch ye, 41. Now watch and pray. Okay. Now has he come. And now has he come. He cometh unto the disciple and findeth them asleep. And saith unto Kepha, what could ye not watch with me 1 hour? Watch and pray that ye enter not into temptation, because the tempter is already there, knocking. The spirit, that is the Ruach HaKodesh, it indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak. But the flesh can't handle. Okay? But thanks be unto our Messiah, unto our Father be Yahuwah, for the life of Mashiach, our Messiah, that he undergo that baptism. He first of all washed away the filthiness of the devil, of the serpent, in the DNA, on the ground, because the ground was caused, because now he's rolling, he's crawling on the ground. By so doing, he has already polluted it. So he now undergo and wash that away. Okay? Therefore, he was able to stand. He prepared himself already for the serpent. You won't lay your filthy hold on me. Now we are going to get the plain picture how this stronghold of the serpent is over them that lust after flesh. You lust. You want to feel the serpent. You want to feel the Judges chapter 13 way down to chapter 16. Chapter 13 was about the prophecy of Samson's conception. Chapter 14 was about married. And chapter 15, another thing, chapter 16, another thing. Let's first of all rush into that. Family, stay tuned next week, Shabbat. Another biggest of the biggest. In fact, I don't know what to ascribe to them anymore. It is mystery inside mystery coming up next week, Shabbat. Demons. We want to unveil what is demon, alphabet by alphabet. So we start with serpent already. And next 2 weeks, Shabbat, we will unveil again the mystery of death. And next 3 weeks, Shabbat, we will unveil again the mystery of Amen. Rabubo seke, reke shantalabe. Here I am, Judges chapter 14. I take it from 2 or 1, I don't know. And Samson went down to Timnath and saw a woman in Timnath of the daughters of the Philistine. And he came up and told his father and his mother and said, I have seen a woman in Timnath of the daughters of the Philistines. Now therefore get her for me to wife. Then his father and his mother said unto him, Is there never a woman among the daughters of thy brethren, or among all my people, that thou goest to take a wife of the uncircumcised of Philistine? Flesh is already working. Listen now. And Samson said unto his father, Get her for me, because he's the only child. He wanted to do what he wants, but for another reason. For she pleaseth me well. But his father and his mother knowed not that it was of Yahuwah that he sought an occasion against the Philistines. For at that time the Philistine had dominion over Israel. The Philistine, they are the great dragon that lay hold against stronghold upon the Israel. And Abba you want to break the stronghold of this serpent off the life of his people. Therefore, he now sought an occasion for Samson. Already he endowed him with a great power of his might. Go now and redeem your people. But this is how I'm going to do it. If you go to Genesis Bereshit 34, that was what Abba Yehovah was intended to do. But Samson makes it. Listen down. Bereshit 34. This was what Abba Yehovah wanted Samson to do for him. I take it from 2 or 1. And Dinah, the daughter of Leah, which she bore unto Jacob, went out to see the daughters of the land. And when she came, the son of Hamor, the Avite, prince of the country, saw her. He took her and lay with her and defied her. He have sex with her. After that, war came. Then, and he saw cleave unto Dinah, the daughter of Jacob, and he loved the damsel, and spake kindly unto the damsel. And she came and spoke unto his father Amor, saying, Get me this damsel for wife. Okay? So now you defy her already. Now you want to marry her? Who told you that? 9:11. And she comes said unto her father and unto her brethren, Let me find grace in your eyes, and what ye shall say unto me, I will do, I will give. Okay, now 13. Now my brother want to speak. Abba Yehovah is using my brethren. And the sons of Jacob answered Shechem and his father deceitfully, and said, Because he had defied Dinah, their sister. And they said unto them, We cannot do these things to give our sister to one that is uncircumcised. Okay, for that were a reproach unto us. But if this will consent, if this will consent unto us, if ye will be as one, if ye will be as we be, that every man of you be circumcised, then we will give our daughters unto you. And we'll, okay, let me end it over there. It was lie, okay? They want to kill them all. As they do, they ravage the whole country. They slew them. As all the men of Shechem circumcised, that was the occasion Abba Yehovah sick against the men of Shechem, or the men of the country. Exactly this was what Abba Yehovah wanted Samson to do, but he makes it. He fell in love. Right away, his father went, and his mother, they went to go and marry this very Philistine woman for Samson, and Samson was in love. He fell in love. Okay, so we know before his wedding day, he put out a riddle. He said anyone, the men they assigned for him like what do they call the bridegroom? Excuse me, what do they call groom men? There were about 30 of them. So he put forth a riddle for them. If you are able to discover this riddle, I will give you 30 shirts and 30 garments. But they couldn't. What did they do? That men of Philistines, 30 men of them, they now came to his wife, their sister. Listen now, Judges 14:15. And it came to pass on the 7th day that they said unto Samson's wife, Entice thy husband, that he may declare unto us the riddle, lest we burn thee and thy father's house with fire. Have ye called us to take that we have? Is it not so? Then Samson's wife went before him and said, Thou thou doest but hate me, and lovest me not. Thou put forth a riddle unto the children of my people, and hast not told it me. And he said unto her, Behold, I have not told it my father nor my mother, and I shall tell it thee. And she wept before him the 7 days, while their feast lasted. And it came to pass on the 7th day that he told her, because he lay so upon him, and he revealed the secret. Okay, therefore that was what happened. He revealed the secret. The daughter of Philistine. It's not ending. This is the spiritual stronghold. Is working already. Is about to be manifested. Now afterwards, Samson never had sex with his wife. It wasn't yet consummated. We see that in chapter 15. Not yet consummated. Okay, he go away as his wife revealed the secret to the men, the 30 men, and they came and robbed Samson. You have to give that 30 garment and 30 shirts to the men. Okay, instead of the men giving it to him, he now lost. So he was very angry with his wife by revealing that secret to his people. So he went away. So as soon as he got his best man, the father of the wife now gave his wife to his best man for a wife. His best man have sex with his Samson's wife. Okay, that would have been enough for Samson to know that these people, I need to separate from them. I need to really deal with them crookedly. But yet, serpent already laid spiritual stronghold on him. He want to pull him down. He want to tear him apart. He want to make him break the royal law once again. Now we go to chapter 16. That is where the message is. I read chapter 16. Then went Samson to Gaza, and saw there an harlot, spiritual stronghold, and went in unto her. And now begin to live lawlessly, fornication. Let's get a precept. We are going to be taking the precept from Matthew chapter 10. Because Samson was being sent out, go and redeem your people. Like Messiah also sent out the 12 apostles to go in search of the lordship of Yisrael. It's all about Yisrael. I read Matthew 10:5. These 12 Yahushua sent forth and commanded them, saying, Go not into the way of the Gentiles. Don't do like the Gentiles. But Samson now begin to act like the Gentile. And into the city of the Samaritans, enter ye not. Okay? Don't enter into the city of Samaria. Don't go into the house of the harlot, Samson. 6. But go rather to the lordship of Yisrael, to the lordship house of Yisrael. Rather go and do that which Abba Yahuwah sent you for. You were being created for a reason. Just go and do that to redeem Yisrael from the oppressed of the Philistine. 7. As ye go, preach, saying, the kingdom of Yahuwah is at hand. Do the right thing to bring salvation unto Yisrael and break the bondage of Philistine of your people. Samson. 8. Heal the sick, cleanse the lepers, raise the dead, cast out devils. Okay, the stronghold of the serpent. That is the first alphabet. Spiritual stronghold, break it out of the life. Cast this stronghold out of Yisrael. Freely ye receive and freely give it out. 9. Provide neither gold, nor flesh, nor bronze in your purse, nor scribe for your journey, neither two coats, neither shoes, nor yet a stave, for the workman is worthy of the meat. Okay, so Samson, we are going into battlefields, but we lost. Messiah said, don't go with any of these things. You don't need it. Don't go with your own desire. Don't go with what you want. Don't do it your way. Don't take no shoe. Don't even go at all with your own logic or with your own system or with your own ideology. Don't do that, Samson. But Samson now went into battlefield full of lust. You are on the battlefield. You now begin to think of sex full of lust. Don't go by that. Don't take tissue. Don't take pulse. Don't take any of this. Don't take any of you. Don't take flesh alone. Flesh is not allowed, Samson. However, Samson went into battlefield filled with lust. Now, verses 2, we're back to our foundational scripture, which is Judges chapter 16. Okay, now verses 2. And it was told the Gazites, saying, Samson is come hither, and they can pass him in, and let wait and lie wait for him. See, lie at the door. Already, this one fall already. Samson fall already, okay? It fall already. Fornication. They lie wait for him all night in the gates of the city, and we are quiet all the night, saying, in the morning, when it is day, we will kill him. Okay? Let me just go. Because you fall already. Assuming you prevail, then I will have read the verse 3. But you 3, you fall already. 4. And it came to pass afterward that he loved another woman again. This was stronghold. Serpentine stronghold. The very first alphabet. What did it go for? Spiritual stronghold. Already lay hold. He lay hold on him on the spirit realm already. Now waiting to manifest it physically. And it came to pass afterward that he loved a woman in the valley of Sarek, whose name was Delilah. Now this one want to carry out the full mission. Okay. And the lords of the Philistines came up unto her and said unto her, entice him. What did the first woman did? He enticed Samson. You know, the Philistine also in chapter 14, they also encourage his bride to be to also entice him to reveal that secret. We are dealing with a secret being revealed. The source of your life. Security protection. You are revealing to your enemy. Okay, now. Entice him. And they said unto her, entice him and see wherein his great strength lieth, and by what means we may prevail against him, that we may bind him, to afflict him, and we will give thee every one of us 1,100 pieces of silver. Bribe. That is what shall it profit a man to gain the whole world? At the end of it all, you lose your soul. Bribing with 4 private jets, bribing with private jet, houses, flashing cows, you know. Bribing, if you can pull them down, I will give you this bribe. Shall it profit you to get the whole world? Bribe, because Delilah is also she will go for it as well. And now 6. And Delilah said to Samson, tell me, I pray thee, wherein thy great strength lieth, and wherewith thou mightest be bound to afflict thee. You see, she don't even hide it. She make it clear to him, I'm going to destroy you, okay? I'm going to send you to your earlier grave. Okay? That is how strong this is, spiritual stronghold. Just like today in the Christendom, the royal law make it some play. When you obey, it is blessed. If you don't obey, it is damnation. If you break the Shabbat, it is destruction. If you don't use the holy name that whereby only one name is given, where under this heaven, whereby you must be saved, you are doomed already. They don't care. If you add Revelation 22:17-19, if you add curses, if you take away your life is removed to eternally comfort, they don't care. They are in the presence of truth. The royal law make it so clear to them. This is the end of sin. They don't care. This is the end. They don't care. Delilah never care. Serpent never care. Serpent never hide it. It make it so clear. Where is it? We don't want to bind you. We want to destroy you. Samson the Mugu. Look at what he did. I'm sorry that I have to use that words, because something hurts me when I see how powerful YAHUAH made it to be, but he makes it. And Samson said unto her, if thou bind me with 7 green, with that we are never dried, then shall I be weak and be as any other man. Game. He begin to play game now. Play game with fire. Play game with the link of fire. Take it tight for money. Keep it sun dead the day of sun. The greatest abomination in the royal law. And play game with fire. It will bend you. It will rust you. Oh my Father. Samson was playing with fire. Now verse 8. Then the Adonites of the Philistines, excuse me, I don't like to call them by that holy name. Then the lords of the Philistine brought up to her 7 green waves, which had not been dried, and she bind him with them. Somebody is telling you, this is what I'm going to do to you. You think Delilah serpent? He said his desire is to have it light at the door, the serpent. Now there were men lying in wait abode with her in the chamber. And she said unto him, the Philistines be upon thee. Samson and he braid the withs, and as thread of a tow is broken when it's touched. All this one is noise making, okay? He began to play game. He did it 3 good times. Okay, let me proceed now to verse 13. Okay. Now Delilah said unto Samson, Hereto thou hast mocked me, and told me lies. Tell me wherewith thou mightest be bound. She still insisted the 3rd time. She never gave up. Because his desire is to destroy him. The desire of the Sabbath, say desire you. Like Abba Yahweh said, Genesis Bereshit 4:7. He desired to have it because he lied at the door knocking. And he said unto her, If thou wave, he still play game over here, but he's come close. If thou wave the 7 locks of my head with the whip, now he has come closer. Let's get a preset. Okay. James chapter 1, I take it from 13 or 12. Okay, let me take it from 12. Blessed is the man that endureth temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life, which Yahuwah hath promised to them that love him. Now 13. Let no man say when he is tempted, I am tempted of Yahuwah, for Yahuwah cannot be tempted with evil, neither tempt he any man, but every man is tempted when he is drawn away of his own lust and enticed. Okay, Samson is being enticed with women, with sex. Then when lust hath, okay, I will take that because it's about to, it will get close already now to the fact. He's dealing now with where the strength, where the power, his covering is the very strength of Abba Yahuwah. It come close already. So let's go back now to the foundational scripture. James said, let no one dare say that Abba Yahuwah is the one that is tempting you with evil. And you can drink, but don't get drunk. You are deceiving yourself. Because he cannot tempt you with evil at all. Anything that will bring you into evil, whereby he say a drunkard can never inherit the kingdom of heaven. Yet he will say until you can drink it, but don't get drunk. How can that be? Person like me, before I put just 1 spoon alcohol in my mouth, it messed up the whole temple already. I got drunk already. How can he say that you can drink, don't get drunk, whereby he said a drunkard can never inherit the kingdom of heaven? And like King Yahushua said, Matthew 24, he said that drink and get drunk. Because when you drink, you must get drunk. He said that drink and get drunk. He said you shouldn't say, Abba Yahuwah is the one tempting you. You are being tempted by your own lust, by your own flesh. The sinful nature in you, which is the serpent stronghold in you, is the one tempting you. Drink and don't get drunk. Be deceiving yourself over there. Why should he say Abba Yahuwah is the one tempting him? Abba Yahuwah sent him into battlefield. Like you and me, we have been sent into battlefield. Don't go with flesh. When you go with flesh, therefore you are going to be filled the serpent. He's going to eat you up. That is his stronghold. He has a part in you. But starve that part in you, which is called flesh. Starve that part. How are you going to starve that part? Messiah said, Romans chapter 6 said, where you were dead with Messiah, buried with him, and you were resurrected with him. The only way to starve this dragon stronghold in you, that life in your heart, remember that God blighted is his property in your heart. You go to bed in the night sleeping, it is his property. It is his ordination. They are waging war against you every now and then for you to feel them. The only way you can feel that is to break the royal law. That is his stronghold. It's right in our heart, the God blighter. That is his property. Lie in our heart. It says sin life at the door. And the door is the entrance to the house. And Messiah Yahushua said, I knock at the door. If you hear my voice open, I'll come and eat with you. It's all about eating something. Okay? And the dragon want to eat you. Eating you, that is the way you break the royal law. And he said over here in Romans 6, how did you die? In Galatians chapter 5:19 down to 21, when fornication is saying, coming, and no, I've I have died to this. When still is coming, no, I have died to this. Lasciviousness, no, I have died to this. I'm done. This don't exist anymore in me. You won't have the heart, you won't have the passion that is living in the spirit. I resurrected from 21 to 22, excuse me. The fruit of the Ruach HaKodesh. That is your resurrection. Every day you die, when lies is coming, no. I have been dead to this and buried. This don't exist anymore. That is how you starve him. That is how you break his stronghold. Because you have a stronghold in every one of us. That is how you break it. Now tell me, I bet your wife is the one tempting you. No, it is blasphemy again. 15 now, back to the foundational scripture. And she said unto him, yes, now they come close already. So when sin is conceived, we are going to see what sin will bring forth now. 16. And it come to pass when she pressed him daily with her words and hushed him, so that his soul was vexed unto death. Yes, his soul was vexed unto death. Dragon is about to eat him up. Therefore now expose his secret. That he told her all his heart. Seeing life at the door of your heart knocking, it now open. This was how the mighty man of Yahuwah went down to the grave. He told her all his heart, and said unto her, there hath not come a razor upon my head, for I have been a Nazarite unto Yahuwah, set apart for Yahuwah. That is what is called. You will see that in Numbers chapter 6. This was the lifestyle Apostle Paul, the one you call Paul Shahu, was living in Nazarite. You will see that in the Acts of Apostle 21. Okay. He said, for I have been a Nazarite unto Yahuwah from my mother's womb. Judges 13, that is what they are going to see over there. If I been shaven, then my strength will go from me, and I shall become weak and be like any other man. Okay, this is where a mighty man of Yahuwah now goes down. So okay. And when Delilah saw that he had told her all his heart, and sent and called for the lords of the Philistines, saying, come up this once, for he hath ashamed me all his heart. Then the lords of Philistine came up unto her, and brought money in their hands, and she made him sleep. Something now become, they killed him already. The dragon killed him already. That is the spiritual stronghold. He's dead already spiritually. He said the woman, and she now made him sleep upon her knees. Why sleeping? Or did she get him drunk? I don't know. And she called for a man, and he caused him to shave off the 7 locks. 7 locks. 7 locks. Remember his perfection. I'm still coming back here. Of his head, and she began to afflict him, and his strength went from him. And she said, does a Philistine be upon thee, Samson? And he awakened her out of his sleep, and said, I will go out and at other times before and shake myself. And he wist not that Yahuwah was departed from him. You can't keep playing game and say, I bet Yahuwah is there. How can you break it the Shabbat? How can you keep it Sunday? How can you celebrate Christmas, celebrate New Year, January 1st, celebrating paganism? If you say Yahuwah is still there, you are deceiving yourself. It is the serpent. It is the dragon living in you. Play the partner of a father. Remember, he is the DNA of Abba Yahuwah. That is the voice you are hearing. Departed, taking the love and the mercy, grace of Abba Yahuwah for granted. No, he's no more there. Serpent took over in the Christendom and in Islam. 21. But the Philistines took him and put out his eyes. The first thing they do with him is to blind him. Many is walking in blindness these days. Serpent has already blinded the eyes of many to be seeing him as a father. Masquerading. You are seeing demons. You say you are seeing heaven. You are seeing link of fire. You say you are seeing heaven. And brought him down to Gaza, and bind him with fetters of bronze. And he did grant in the prison house. Many of you, the Christian, the 100%, they are already in the prison house of the serpent. Of course, spiritual prison, you are already there. because that is his spiritual stronghold. We are still coming to that. Here I am now, James 1:15. We are going to see what sin brought forth. We read it already. Then when lust hath conceived, he bringeth forth sin. And sin, when it's finished, bringeth forth death. They killed him, okay? He died. Because his strength departed already for him. Okay? He died. He got killed. Okay, right now we are going to see what that 7 locks was. His very strength. That the dragon was so much after. That the dragon was so much in need of. That the dragon was so much in search of. Raising 3 women at a time to discover that fact. Bringing the laws of the Philistine, to cut him. So we are going to see what that 7 locks is. We're back to the scripture or preset, to comment on it. Let's get the commentary over here. Matthew 10, the place we once, read. Samson was brought to the governor, but in a sinful way. Okay? I read verse 16. Verse 16. Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpent and harmless as dove. Serpent is dove, dove is serpent, but the serpent is talking about it is the very one as I'm establishing right now. The dove, it is the holy one. They both occupy one office. But the serpent here on earth, the very cursed one, is not using that glory for wickedness. While the dove up over there, the very high-ranking angel in heaven, is the dove, the Ruach HaKodesh. Okay, they occupy one office. Be harmless, Lord has dove. Okay, but Samson makes it all. But beware of men. But he was not really beware of men. He fall into their hand. For they will deliver you up to this council. Yeah, you will see how the woman deliver him up. And they will scourge you in their synagogue, of course. They killed him, they mock him, they take him to cars and now begin to dance for them, display for them. Doing the works of Satan for them now. Okay? And ye shall be brought to the governor. Yes, Samson was really being brought to the governor to share a testimony against the Gentiles, but he couldn't share the testimony of Abba Yehovah. Rather, he now began to share the testimony of serpent, okay, in sin, iniquity. Now 28. And fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. But Samson not fear flesh. If he not take the love of Abba Yehovah for granted, thinking you are fornicating, doing all kinds of nonsense, and Abba Yehovah will still be there. That is not true. You messed up. Now verses 30. But the very hair of your head are numbered. The very hairs of your head are numbered. And we see the number of the lock of Samson, the number of his head was 7 lock. Now that was 7 lock twisted together. So to you and me, I can take it confidently that the number of our hair could be 7,000. No, but I can't say 7 because Samson is already been locked. Then not because 7 locks. He carried dregs locks, like Apostle John was also carried that dreg. That is the Nazarite. They always carry dregs, okay, and their dregs will turn to 7 locks. 7, we know what that is. It is a number of perfection. Okay, it is the number of it is finished. It is the number of Abba Yehovah himself, the number of heaven resident on our head. That is the head that is the hair you carry. Our own, since it's not locks, we are not a Nazarite. I can confidently say it is 7,000 numbered on your head. The number of your hair is numbered. It is 7. So let us see what that hair is. Here I am. What is that hair? Strength that the serpent was so much in need of. He want to get rid of it. 1 Corinthians 11:3. But I would have ye know that the head of every man is his Mashiach, and the head of the woman it is the man, and the head of Mashiach it is Yahuwah. It was Yahuwah himself, which is the covering of our head. That is hair on you and me. The dragon was in need of to get him, just as he get rid of Abba Yehovah, right in Genesis 3. The same he did with the mighty man of Yehovah, Samson. Now verses 15. But if a woman have long hair, it is a glory to her, for her hair is covering, for her hair is giving her for a covering. The 7 lock was his covering, divine protection, the secret place of Yahuwah, where Yahuwah dwells. Samson and let serpent in. The hair is covering. It is the perfection of Abba Yahuwah covering on you, which is Yahuwah himself. You want to get rid of Abba Yahuwah so that he will sit on your head. Here I am, Bereshit 28. I take it from 10 to 13. The mystery of the locks of the hair in his head. It is Abba Yahuwah himself. And Jacob went out from Beersheba and went towards Aran, and he lighted upon a certain place and tarried there all night, because the sun was set. And he took of the stones of the place and put them for his pillows. And the stone, we know what that is. It is Yahushua HaMashiach. He rests on him and lay down in that place to sleep. And he dreamed, and behold, a ladder set up on the earth, and the top of it reached to the heaven. And behold, the angels of Yahuwah ascending and descending on it. And behold, the Yahuwah stood above it, and said, I am Yahuwah, Elohim of Abraham, thy father, the Elohim of Yeshiach, and the land wherein thou liest, to thee will I give it, and to thy seed. This earth is our property, okay? Abba Yahuwah assigned already individual portion for each one of us. But Serpent is going to let many people to lose it. We see the head. Who stood above his head? It was Yahuwah himself. That was the 7th lock. That is the 7th. They said the number of our health is being numbered. It is 7,000, because 7 has to do with Yahuwah. We'll get the picture already from that of Samson. 7 lock on our head, which is the throne of Abba Yahuwah. Okay? But Serpent get rid of Abba Yahuwah. He himself now sit over there, just to destroy that soul. I don't care about the nonsense Christians, because Christians, if they want to preach their wickedness, they will say, when they proceed to the foundational scripture, I think 22 verse 22 say, however, the hair now begin to grow. What did the hair grow for? What did the hair grow for? The hair grow for judgment, for Samson to die. The hair grow for judgment, for Abba Yahuwah to pronounce judgment of death upon Samson and the Philistine. Samson died with his enemy, of which he ought not to die a shameful death with the enemy, a painful death, because as soon as the hair grew again, the strength came back to pull up the pillar in the temple of Dagon or whatever, and that pillar now fall upon Samson. Do you know how painful is that? He died with the enemy, the painful death enemy supposed to die. Samson also took that death upon himself. The hair grew only for judgment, for Samson to die, for his flesh to perish with the enemy. That was the only reason the hair grew. The hair did not grow for Samson to keep living on earth. Samson, Abba Yahuwah said the number of a man should have been 120 years, but Samson never even plucked to that age. He only ruled for 20 years. He should have done so much. He should have done so much for Abba Yahuwah, but his flesh dragged him to a time in death. The hair grew only for judgment, for Samson to die, not to live anymore. Whereby Samson should have lived for 120 years. That is the only reason the hair grew. The hair never grew for Samson to be spared, to keep living. No, he grew only for Samson to die. Die now with your enemy. The very enemy you die with, you must die with them. That was the judgment that came from the 7th lock. Who is sitting on your head? Spiritual stronghold. It is the first alphabet of this word called serpent. Now you can read this in your quiet and be reading it. Matthew 7:21 to 23. That the man is going to say, I do this, I do that. You know, you are doing it by the power of serpent. Okay, that is the Christian dog. It is their ghost fire. That is the power they are using, because it is the power of wonders. Of course, it is the power that is doing miracle. But this fallen deity, Seraphim, is the one working with the Christian, and also is in Islam. Of course, we proved that already. Okay. Matthew 25, from 31 to 46 years. That is why they couldn't get it right. Because this spirit walked with the disobedient, the one that is also going to perish. Like Samson was killed with his enemy. Verse 46, this is how the disobedient people that is doing fake miracle is going to be destroyed with this serpent. Okay, now I'm going to read just one place. Where is it? Okay, Timothy. So 1 Timothy, I take you from 8 to 12. And having food and raiment, let us be therewith content. If you can have a daily food and clothes to put, that is enough for you. Fight for your eternal life. That is what counts for life. But they that will be rich fall into temptation. Don't say about your wife is the one tempting you with private jet, okay? And a snail, and into many foolish and hurtful lusts, which draw men in destruction and perdition. We see the lust, how it draw Samson into destruction, into death. We see that already. This is going on in the Christendom for private jet. For the love of money is the root of all evil. It is the dragon, okay? It will put that love in your heart because it's right there knocking at your heart. Which why some convent affair after. Yeah, the very one they are running after. They have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrow. We see sorrow that befell Samson. They took out 2 of his eyes. So painful. But thou, O man of Yahuwah, flee these things and follow after righteousness, godliness, faith, love, patience, okay, meekness. Fight the good fight of faith. Lay hold on eternal life. That is all you need. Whereunto thou art also called and hast prophesied a good profession before many witnesses. This is all you need. You see, you shouldn't say about your words, they want tempt you. Crystal, you know me, all of you. You did before private jet. Here I am in consummation for the very first alphabet. You see, it's fully loaded. Ecclesiastic 10 verses 8. He that diggeth a pit shall fall into it, and whoso breaketh an edge, a serpent shall bite him. The divine protection is on your head. The 7,000 hair, which is the 7 lock of Samson. If you break his serpent, if you allow him, to lay hold of you, his strong hold on you, therefore he's going to bite you. We see how he bites Samson. The hair of Samson grew only for judgment. So now I'm done. We proceed for the second alphabet, which is what? E. Now, E, what did that go for? Evil eyes opening. Evil eyes opening. Genesis 3. Okay, let's deal with this. Evil eye opening. Because it sits on your head already. Okay, this is his stronghold, the first alphabet. Spiritual stronghold and the physical. The spiritual stronghold, let me quickly establish this, is also another thing. Like Samson, he never knew that Abba Yahuwah left him. Like the Christendom, you do wicked and you say about Yahuwah is still there. That is not true. That is in spiritual stronghold. You are doing something that is going to end you in the lake of fire, but you are doing it with your right mind. Celebrating Christmas, it is the link of fire, but you are celebrating with your right mind. That is the spiritual stronghold. Falling in love, lust of money, that is the spiritual stronghold. You are thinking you are still going to heaven. No, you are doing all this thing with your right mind, thinking about your wife still. They know he left you already. He himself sit on you already. It sit on your head. Now is now your 7 locks and your 7,000 hair. And you know what that is. So the second alphabet, it is simply go for evil eyes opening, to be seen evil as good. Let's see how he did it in the beginning, as it were in the beginning, so it will be in these last days. Bereshit 3. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which Yahuwah Elohim had made. And he said unto the woman, Yea, hath thou, as Yahuwah said, ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden. Where the male or Delilah, what was he looking for? The first wife in Judges 14, what was he looking for? He was asking, he has a question. How dare can you say you love me? Where is the strength light? Where is that strength? Where is the secret? Did Yahuwah say you shouldn't eat of any of the tree? Yes, this is how he's doing it. He came to the woman. Did they say so? Some say, where is your strength lie? How can I come into you? Verses 2. And the woman said unto the serpent, we may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden, but of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, Yahuwah hath said, ye shall not eat of, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die. Hear the serpent. And the serpent said unto the woman, ye shall not surely die. I want to open his eye, evil eye. For Yahuwah doeth know that the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be opened, evil eyes opening, and ye shall be as Yahuwah, knowing good and evil. Now you will say, oh, Yahweh, oh, now serpent is this, oh, Yahweh, oh, serpent is this. And when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, and that it was pleasant to the eyes, and a tree to be desired. Bereshit chapter 4 verse 7, it says, see light at the door, and his desire is to have you. This woman desire to make one wiser. And she took of the fruit thereof, and she did eat, and gave also unto her husband with her, and he did eat. And the eyes of them both were opened, and not that they were naked, and they sewed fig tree leaves together, and made themselves apron. Evil eyes open. What was the eye over there? Like I always teach on this by his grace. This eye is your third eye, spiritual eye, your eyes of vision, the very one they call pineal gland or pineal gland, or your third eye. When you sleep, you close your two normal eyes. When you sleep now, your two natural eye, the eyes of flesh, is closed. These two eyes is not the one that see visions for you, not at all. It is the spiritual, the third eye, the very place Abba Yehovah sits. That is where this dragon attacked this woman. That she now begin to see, she not decided that as she saw it was pleasing now, and she not desire it. Christmas, the tree of knowledge of good and evil, celebrated the downfall of a man. This was the day the man fell. When he opened that pineal gland, they fell from glory. Exactly what the Christian doing is celebrating. Celebrating the knowledge, the tree, the Christmas tree, the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, which is the very serpent himself. And the day he did the wickedness, it is your January 1st, the day he killed, when everything is crushed. That was the day he killed, when everything is gone. All tree is gone, everything is crushed. That is the day they said they enter new year. Indeed, it is a new religion, a new identity, a new wisdom found in the serpent, a new idea, okay, a new way, a new name, new nation, new earth, new lifestyle. It is your new year. Keep doing it. Judgment is going to catch up with you. Doing all this nonsense, all this crap, say Yahuwah is with you. No, he left you already long, fat, for a very long time, okay? The very day you start eating pork, that was the day he left you. Second Samuel, chapter 11, excuse me, I read verses 1. Evil eyes opening. And it came to pass after the year was expired, at the time when kings go forth to a battle, that David sent Joab and his servant with him, and all Israel. They destroy. Okay, no, that's not what I'm looking for. Two. Okay, yeah, 2 now. And it came to pass in an evening tarding, that David arose from off his bed, and walked upon the roof of the king's house. And from the roof he saw a woman washing herself. He saw evil eye opening. He saw a woman washing herself, and the woman was very beautiful to look upon. And David sent and inquired after the woman. And one said, it is not this Bathsheba, the daughter of Elam, the wife of Uriah the Hittite. And King David sent messenger and took her, and she came in unto him, and he lay with her, for she was purified from her uncleanness, and she returned unto her house. Evil eyes opening. This is the king. If you keep reading, you see King David always take judgment against anyone that do this wickedness. You have your own wives uncountable. You now want to go and have sex with a married woman, using the love of Abba Yahuwah for granted. Keep reading. You are going to see disaster that Abba Yahuwah brought upon him. Okay? Because when he attacked that you can't control yourself anymore. You go for it. That is the second alphabet of this word called serpent. E. Here I am, 1 John 2:16. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, and the lust of the eyes. This is the eyes we are talking about. The evil eyes opening, and the pride of life is not of the Father, but of the word. The word over here, rather, it is the word serpent is controlling. Okay? Because it dominates the whole world. It's about to do it now to deceive the whole world. I read now Matthew 6. I take it from 22 to 23. The light of the body is the eye. You see, the eye is single. That is the pineal gland, the spiritual eye. If therefore the eye, being single, thy whole body shall be full of light. But if the eye be evil eye opening, if the eye be evil, thy own body shall be full of darkness. If therefore the light that is in thee be darkness, how great is that darkness? Who is darkness? It is the serpent, the folly deities. Here I am, Matthew 25. Let's check out the darkness many people are right now. They say it's a light, but it's darkness, okay? Matthew 25:1. Then shall the kingdom of heaven be likened unto virgins which took their lamps and went forth to meet the bridegroom. 5 of them were wise, and 5 were foolish. They that were wise took their lamps and took no oil. They that were foolish took their lamps and took no oil with them. But the wise took oil in their vessels with their lamp. Okay, that is the one, the 7 lock. If Abba Yahuwah see, the lock is still being separated, is still be for Abba Yahuwah. Of course, you will be wiser than the serpent, and be harmless as the dove. That is the wise over there. Okay. Now I take it for 6. And admit that there was a cry made, behold, the bridegroom cometh, go ye out to meet him. Them all the virgins arose and trimmed their lamp. And the foolish said unto the wise, give us of your oil, for our lamps are gone out. It is off. Darkness. If you don't have no light, where are you now? In darkness. How great, because these people over here, serpent is the one working the miracle. This is the Christian now again. They have lamp but no oil. Oil is the Ruach HaKodesh. It is the anointing. It is the power. It is the seraphims. Okay, but they were not having that. They were having the lamp. The lamp over there they were having, not our Messiah. The wise one was having our Messiah, but they were having Jesus the Jesus, the pork eating people. They are eating pork. Jesus is pork, okay? That is the Messiah they have, okay? The ghost fire they have, it is this very serpent we are dealing with, the second alphabet, evil eyes opening. Okay, when it opening for you, you will be in darkness, but you are thinking you are in light. No, you are in darkness. You won't see anything good anymore. When you also go to Matthew 13, you're also going to see over there, prophet cannot see, righteous cannot see. Yes, because these are false prophets, these are false righteous people. They are not righteous, they are false. Self-righteousness and self-prophet ordained. So they are in darkness. That's why they cannot see. If you cannot see, that simply means you are in darkness. A prophet, to be a prophet simply means you are the one taking message from Abba Yahuwah and disclose it to humanity here on earth. But he said you are deaf, you can't hear. To be righteous simply means you have the right stand with Abba Yahuwah, but you are blind, you can't see. So these are the false prophets, these are the false, self-ordained righteous people. They don't see, they are blind. Because serpent is there, it opens their eye to be seeing wickedness as good. We are in Proverbs 3, 5 to 7 or to 8, but I'm reading only the 7. Be not wise in thy own eyes. Fear Yahuwah and depart from evil. Okay? Because evil is the serpent, He wants to make you wise in your own way. How can he make you wise? What did the woman say? He said, a tree that make one wise. She not desire it. Because that tree is going to make you wise. As the serpent attacked, open up the pineal gland, then the woman not desire it. Abba Yehovah, he said that tree to make one wise. But Abba Yehovah is warning you over here, be not wise in your own eyes. Don't be wise in your own eyes. Depart from evil and fear Yahuwah. Okay? What are we unveiling? The mystery of serpent. The first letter, what did it go for? Spiritual stronghold and physical. And the second alphabet, evil eyes opening. Imo Santa Labe, iye salirebo. Bule sekerebo salirebo. Imo Santa Labe, iye o salirebo. Ibori koshande muribo salirebo ye. O salirebo. Now we'll go for the third alphabet. What did that go for? It is arrow, isn't it? Arrow, okay? What did it go for? Remote control. Remote control. It will remote your heart. It will control you like it control the first woman heart. Like you see how the remote control the heart of Samson? They really remote and control it. At the end of all, enough fall into their trap. Remote control will remote your will control your mind. Tell you what to do. Put words in your heart. Now let's proceed. Proverbs 4:23. This presentation, this man really make me laugh. Look at nonsense that they say. Let me push it, but who is the demon? It is the Christian though. He said reason Christian, a Christian against demon possessed. Look at what he said. But Christian are the demon. That day, maybe he's going to say, I do this, I do that. But he said, I never knew you. Away from me, you workers of iniquity. Christians against demon. Wait until that day. Okay? Proverbs, we are going to the third alphabet. Proverbs 4:23. What did the third letter go for? Arrow. Simply go for remote control. It will remote control your mind. That is serpent for you. Keep thy heart with all diligence, for out of it are the issue of life. And the NIV said, guide your hearts because the wind carry wells. He said you should guide your heart. That is NIV. That is how NIV break it. But I'm reading from King James. Okay. He said, guide your heart because the very winds carry wells. He blow wells everywhere. Okay. So let's see now what is coming from the heart. He remote control your heart. All these Christian pastor, this serpent is the one remote controlling their heart. You see the Quran, this serpent was the one that remote control the heart of Muhammad and begin to put words in his heart. Remote control. He is the one putting words in the heart of TB Joshua. That is why TB Joshua sometimes he get it right, sometimes he failed. He now begin to see Donald Trump as a woman. Yes, serpent put words in his heart. He remote control his heart. This nonsense prophecy they are giving, yes, serpent is the one putting that prophecy. Eat snake in the name of Jesus. Yes, eat grass in the name of Jesus. As he put it in their heart, he remote control their heart, they will speak it out. False prophecy, wicked miracle. He is the one, he will command the tenant to eat their weevil. You will see they will be eating it. Yes, he remote control their heart. Eat grass, drink fuel, go and sleep with 20 married women and get all of them impregnated. A pastor, a 54 years old man, I think from a, he says Danny, I don't know what he called himself, from Igbo land or whatever. He did it. Okay? He is the one remote controlling their heart. Go and have sex. Sunday they are diligent. He has sex with almost 30 members in his congregation. Yes, he remote control your heart. Take tithe for money. Yes, he's the one doing it. Now let's read Matthew 15:18-19. But these things which proceed out of the mouth come forth from the heart, and defile the man. For out of heart proceed evil thoughts, murderers, idolaters, fornication, thief, yes, false witnesses, blasphemous, These are the words he remote in your heart. He put it in your heart. They will not begin to prophesy. Saying Jesus is the name that is above all name. That is blasphemy. Letagena gave you Jesus only 300 years old plus. He's above all names. He's above Yahuwah. He's above Yahushua. That is blasphemy. He proceeds from your heart. He's remote controlling your heart to be talking this crap, this nonsense. The arm robber, of course, is the one remote controlling their heart. Go and kill. He's the one doing it. Go and steal. Everything that is against the royal law, that contradicts the royal law, he put it in your heart. Keep it Sunday, yes, he did it. That is how he walked with your heart. Because out of the heart, everything comes. He put it, he remote control it. Okay, here I am now. Mark 7. 6, I take from 6. He answered, because he remote control your heart. All this man, there are prostitutes, whatever. He's the one walking with their heart. Remote control. He remote control the heart. He answered unto them, where hath Eliyahu prophesied of you, hypocrites, as it is written, these people honoreth me with their lips, but their heart is far away. If your heart is not honoring Yahuwah, which means your heart is honoring something else, which is the serpent, is also the Leviathan, the dragon, the destroyer. It's all, Howbeit, 7, howbeit in vain do they worship me, teaching for doctrines the commandment of men, the commandment of serpent. That is Sunday, Friday. You keep in Easter, madness, Christmas, January 1st, Salah, Hajjah. That is total rubbish. It is the commandment of this deity. Because we see sin is a man. A man is sin is a son. Yes, the commandment of man. For laying aside the commandment of Yahuwah, ye hold the tradition of men, as the washing of pots and cup and many other such like things ye do. And he said unto them, full well ye reject the commandment of Yahuwah, that ye may keep your own tradition. You see, because he remote control your heart already, you are going to be keeping, like he remote control the Christian, though they reject Sunday, Shabbat, and they keep it Sunday, the day they fell from glory. Now verses 15. Making the word of Yahuwah of none effect through your tradition which ye have delivered, and many such like things do ye. You see, remote control their heart. He put words in their heart and said, no, don't worry, Sunday is his day, be keeping Sunday. He walk with their heart. Okay, this is the third alphabet of this YAHUAH'S serpent. Remote control of the heart. Here I am, Revelation 17:17. For Yahuwah hath put in their hearts to fulfill his will, and to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast, until the works of Yahuwah being fulfilled. You know, serpent make it so clear, he's going to make himself like the Most High. Abba Yahuwah is walking with our heart. He will put words in our heart. And serpent is also walking with our heart. You know, remote control, putting words also. He said, I'll make myself like the Most High. Let's check out how they walk with your heart. Here I am, Yeshayahu, chapter 40. Yeah, 40, Isaiah 40, yeah. I take it from 12 now. The condition of the heart. Out of it proceed all. How art thou falling from heaven, O Lucifer? They fell on the first day of the week. They are falling mark the beginning of time, day, season, and all, which is the first day, the very day Christianity is commemorating, the day they fell from glory. And Islam is commemorating the day he conjoined with humanity, number 6, the 6th day, which is their freak day. How art thou fallen from heaven, O son of the morning, How art thou fallen? How art thou cast down? How art thou cast down to the ground, which didn't weaken the nations, yet weaken your heart to believe feeble? For thou hast said in thy heart, the heart is the problem, I will ascend. In this heart, a lot of wickedness was proceeding. And this is how it's also working with your heart these days. From there, wickedness proceed. I will ascend. Yes, everything begins in his heart. I will do this and I will do that. Okay? Out of the heart. Tehillim, Psalm 14, Tehillim 14 verses 1 also. The fool hath said in their heart, Heart is the problem. When the serpent opened the, lay hold of you, rip off the seven lock, and he himself put his own seat over there, and open up evil eyes, and now remote control your heart, then you are going to be saying there is no Yahuwah. The fools had said in this heart, there is no Yahuwah. Okay? So the heart, remote control. That is the third alphabet. Remote control, the heart. Now we are proceeding now to the fourth alphabet. Hiboreke sande iye iye salirebo. In the very presence of your enemy. Bure rebo shande iye iye o salirebo. All right now, the very horrible sakayaba. P. What does that go for? Letter P. The fourth alphabet of this World Cup, Serpent. Family stay into. The mystery inside mystery is coming next Shabbat. We are going to do it again powerfully. Unveiling the mystery of demons. That one, all of that is over there. I'm going to play the blood of Yahuwah upon my soul. Those who are with me is greater than those who are against me. What did that go for? Principalities, power. Principalities, powers in the highest places. Principalities, Messiah said, they are the prince of the air. Principalities, power in the highest places. That is serpent for you. YAHUAH'S, Ephesians 6:12. Himo Santa Labe Iye Salirebo. In the very presence of my enemy. In the very presence of my enemy. Serpent is my enemy. Powerful enemy. That is demo. High ranking. In the very presence of my enemy. Kule bare seke iye salirebo. Ephesians 6:12. Principalities and powers. Principalities, power in the highest place. We are going to see the wicked lie ever told on earth. In the point we have up to point 4, from 1 to 4. Powerful point. Make sure you watch it. It's of a happy hand to you, for you. I read. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in the highest place. It is serpent. Okay, this is his spiritual wickedness in the highest place, in the spirit realm. It's really over you, but you are saying it is Yahuwah. It is working with your heart, but you said it is Yahuwah. It is remote control. You open your evil eye to see wickedness as good, but you said it is Yahuwah. He sit on your head now. He become your covering, but you said it is Yahuwah. This is his spiritual wickedness in the highest place. Oh, place. Where are you going to know? Matthew 7:21-23. That day. It is dreadful. Many is going to say we cast out demons, we prophesy, we do many wonders in your name. But he said, I never knew you. You workers of iniquity, depart from. Is it that you want to know? His spiritual wickedness in the highest place is what we are unveiling. In the very presence of my enemy. Hiboreke sande iye iye o salirebo. Here Revelation 12 7, yes, 7-12 or so. And here is his spiritual wickedness, principalities and power up there. Messiah said the prince of hell is right in the hell. Is right in hell, in the cloud. Okay? And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angel fought against the dragon. This is the serpent we are talking about. It's called dragon. It's called Leviathan. It's called, waster, destroyer, spoiler. It's called all these names. And the dragon fought and his angels and prevailed not. Neither was their place found anymore in heaven. And the dragon was cast out. That old serpent called the devil, okay, it was being cast out, okay? It was being sent out of the heavenly glory into shame and disgrace. Okay? So this is the war going on in the hell, in the cloud, between the holy angel and the fallen deities, between Michael and the fallen deities, the serpent and his group. Okay? Now, when they are trying to hurt or trying to destroy you, whatever, we see the fight, the battle going on over there. Initially, every night, this is what is going on. There is a spiritual battle going on because Abba Yahuwah is battling for your soul to be saved, but this serpent said no way. It's the principalities, his powers in the high places want to destroy you. That is his job. Abba Yahuwah is releasing his mighty angel to battle for your soul, for salvation. But the serpent said no. He's battling for your soul, for eternal destruction. And this is how they battle. Principalities, powers, exactly all this practicing of the Christendom. This is how he captured you. That is his spiritual wickedness. We are going to see more of that in the midst of the week. His spiritual wickedness in the high places. Lie ever told. You take it as a truth. That will be in the midst of the week. The very day you call Wednesday. So we are looking into his wickedness in the highest place. The principalities and powers. The rulers of darkness. Oh no. Of this world. Their wickedness in the highest place. You know, he gave Christendom the Sunday. He gave them Christmas. He gave them January 1st. All this nonsense they are practicing. He told them how to be taking tithes for money. All this is sowing seed for money. Selling message. Selling music. Selling anointing oil. Selling prayer points. Selling everything. He prompted them. He walked with their heart. He told them to be doing that. So here is his wickedness in the highest place. That same thing you are obeying is what he is also using to accuse you before Yahuwah. Because Yahuwah is battling for your soul to be saved. The dragon will say, no, no, no. That is why I couldn't read the Revelation. You can read it. He said, the accuser of the brethren. Because I know the people of the book is among the Christendom. Abba Yahuwah is releasing mighty angel to battle for your soul. But this serpent will be using his teaching that he also gave unto you. He will be using it to accuse you. You don't see he's keeping Sunday. Didn't you see he or she break the Shabbat? Didn't you see she's celebrating my feast? Didn't you see she allowed me into her house? He is using it to accuse you, wage war against you. That is his wickedness. It happened for him to be your teacher, but again he's the one destroy you also again before Yahuwah. That is his wickedness. Daniel 10, 11 to 12. I read. And he said unto me, O Daniel, a man greatly beloved, understand the words that I speak unto thee, and stand upright. For unto thee I am come, for unto thee I am now sent. And when he had spoken this word unto me, I stood trembling. Then said he unto me, fear not, Daniel, for from the first day thou didst set thy heart to understand and to chasten thyself before thy Yahuwah, thy word were heard, and I am come for thy words. But the prince of the kingdom of Persia withstood me 120 days. That is 21 days. One is said, but lo, Michael, one of the chief princes, came to help me, and I remained there with the king of Persia. We see a mighty angel. We are being withstood for a whole 21 days. Battle was going on in the heavens while you are sleeping. Abba Yahuwah is battling for your soul to be saved. But the dragon is battling for your soul to be destroyed. These are the principalities and powers. Spiritual wickedness. The rulers of darkness of this world. In the highest place. Battling over your soul to be destroyed. And this attribute and this kingdom is found in this name called Serpent. This is how he's doing all these things. All this same Abba Yahuwah is digging out. It is real. They are all in him. It is his office. He has 7 offices. This one is called serpent, has 7 alphabets. He had these 7 offices. He bestowed it upon humanity. As we are taking it step by step, they are all in you. The only way they will not be in you, it is for you to come out from their way and keep the royal law. Die to sin, die to flesh, because flesh is his food. It's going to eat you up. Die to flesh and be alive in the spirit. Now we proceed now to the letter E again. I think it should be the 5th alphabet. What did that go for here? E. What did it go for? It simply go for enslaved. Enslaved, eternal. Enslaved, either eternal. Enslaved, either eternal or here on earth. Enslaved. It will enslave you. That these 7 offices, he bestowed it upon humanity. Okay, right now we look for a precept to validate this. Here I hear Matthew 12, 43 to 45. I read. When the unclean spirit gone out of a man, he walketh through dry places, okay, seeking rest, and findeth none. There he saith, I will return unto my house, enslaved. From whence I came out. And when he is come, he findeth it empty, swept, and garnished. Then goeth he, and taketh with him 7 other spirits more wicked than himself. And they enter in and dwell. And the last state of that man is worse than the before. Even so shall it be also unto this wicked generation. The former place where he was being cast out, it is early enslaved. And the second one, when he returned back, bringing us 7 demons, which is serpent himself. You see this 7 office. That is what Messiah is talking over there. He will now bring these 7 offices and bestow it on you, enslaved. At the end, he said the present situation of you will be worse than before. That is, your present situation is going to be the link of fire. It will enslave you eternal. That enslavement, it will serve for all eternity. That is his mission. The first, because somehow you got delivered. Yeah, like the Christian, no. Okay, the serpent just, he go away from you. Now what happened? You return back to your vomit. He also will return back with massive demons. With these 7 offices, he will bestow it on you. He will bestow each offices of these 7 offices of him upon your head. Now tell me how the situation of your life is going to be. It's going to be worse than before. Okay? That is why he said put on the whole armor. The whole armor of Yahweh. What is the whole armor of Yahuwah? It is the royal law. When thief is coming, when he's about to attack you by stealing, you say, no, the royal law said thou shalt not steal. Okay. When he's about to attack you with a fornication, you say, no, the royal law said thou shalt not commit. No, thou shalt not fornicate. When he's about to attack you to keep the Sunday, no, the royal law said thou shalt remember Shabbat and keep it holy. When he's about to attack you in worshiping other deities, you will say, no, the royal law said, the first commandment said, thou shalt not worship nor bow down to any other God. This is the whole armor. That is why he said he done away with it. So that it will bestow these 7 offices. And your situation is going to be worse than before. The worst part over the Messiah said it is the lake of fire. Your early enslavement. Now you see, David Oyedepo have 4 private jets. He's enjoying. Yes. But get to the link of fire. What situation? Link of fire. Now we proceed to the 6th alphabet. Okay, I only got just 1 scripture. It's good because the first letter S, a spiritual stronghold, it took a lot of time. All right, now, so the 6th alphabet, what was it? Oh my God, N. This is the greatest of all. N. What does that go for? Nature spoiler. nature destroyer, nature waster. It will waste all nature, right from Genesis 3. He destroyed it. He wastes the whole thing. He spoiled the whole thing. He destroyed the whole nature spoiler. According to the book of Yasher or the book of Enoch and Nuka, I read it a long time ago. Nature spoiler. What is this serpent did? It took animal and not took married women. It not teach animal how to have sex with humanity. In other words, it not mix the DNA of animal, in that mix it with that of a woman, of which he himself did. Nature spoiler. Here I am. Jeremiah 4 verses 7. Jeremiah. Okay. The lion. You know, this serpent is being called dragon, waster, destroyer, spoiler, Leviathan. That is all his name. The lion is come up from his thicket, and the destroyer of the Gentiles is on his way. Okay, he is the destroyer. He's coming to ravage the whole place. Nature spoiler. I read Romans 8:21-23. Because the creature itself also shall be delivered from the bondage of corruption. It spoil the whole thing, water, hell. It genetically modify our food. Even the hair you are breathing in, it is being contaminated by the mercury they place in the sky. You see, all our food genetically modified. No one grow anymore. You see, when you go to toilet, what happened to it? You think the magic system take away your feces? No. In a few days time, you are going to drink. Your poo-poo is returning back to you as a water. Just few days time. Nature spoiler. The bondage of corruption unto the glorious liberty of the children of Yahuwah. For we know that the whole creation groaneth and travaileth in pain together until now. And not only they, but ourselves also, which have first fruits, of redemption, will also be delivered. It spoil the whole thing, both human, anything, nature spoiler. Nature spoiler. Isaiah 14 verses 16. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee, and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the whole earth tremble, that did shake kingdoms? It shake kingdoms, okay? That made the world as a wilderness, and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of his prisoners. Nature spoiler. It spoil everything, water. Nature spoiler. Daniel 11:30-33. For the ships of Shittim shall come against him, therefore he shall be grieved and return, and shall have indignation against the holy covenant, so he shall do. He shall even return and have diligently with them that forsake the holy covenant. And Ham shall stand on his part, and they shall pollute the sanctuary of strength, and shall take away the daily sacrifice, and they shall place the abomination of desolation, and such as do wickedly against the covenant shall he corrupt by flatterings. We are the temple of Abba Yahweh. We are his sanctuary. These 7 offices, when he set it over you, he corrupt it, he pollute it. Nature spoiler. Enoch chapter 6, 7, 8, Genesis 6, we see what he did over the genetically modified. And Genesis 3, he had sex with women. Okay, that is how he corrupt the nature. Nature spoiler. That is how he pollute the whole system. He genetically modify Genesis 6. Intermarry. Genesis 19. He has sex with men. Genesis 3. We see that is where he begins the whole system. The pollution. Nature spoiler, spoil the whole thing. Now here I am, Mark 16 or 18. They shall take us serpents, and if they drink any deadly thing, it shall not hurt them. They shall lay hands on the sick. Okay, Messiah knew already that serpent is going to be giving us himself as a water to drink. in our water is we drink our feces. Just go to toilet and poo-poo. In 4 days time, it's coming back to your system as a water, because it will be squashed and be filtered and return back again unto you. This is the deadly thing Messiah talks about. This is the governorship of the serpent. That is said they will take serpent, but it's not going to hurt the believer. Those that walk in spirit, it won't hurt them. We proceed to the last alphabet. So what is the last alphabet go for? It is T, isn't it? Serpent. Yeah, T. Simply go for torture, torment, tear apart. The last letter is disastrous. Here I am a scripture to validate it. To validate. Torment, torture, tear apart humanity. Mark 9, 9, 1 to 9 also. And he said unto them, verily I say unto you that there shall be, oh no, this Mark chapter 5. Okay, I read. And they came over unto the other side of the sea, into the country. Okay, let me proceed now. And when he was come out of the ship, immediately, this way I'm looking for. Immediately there meet him out of the tombs a man with an unclean spirit. When he heard his dwelling among the tombs, and no man could bind him, no, not with chains, because that he had been often bound with fetters. Sin will bind you, serpent will bind you, torment, torture. And the chains had been plucked asunder by him, and the fetters broken in pieces. Neither could any man tame him. And always night and day he was in the mountains and in the tombs, crying and cutting himself with stone. This is how it's going to torture you for all eternity. Okay? It will torture you with a link of fire. Okay? That is the mission of serpent. It's going to torture you. You will see how this man was alive, but yet he ran down in death. He now make him to dwell among the dead. This man was not living in the grave. Torture, torment, tear apart. This is how he rendered this man's life so useless that he was not labeled among those that lie quiet in the grave. When this serpent started torturing, tormenting him, he said he will not take a stone, he will not begin to cut himself. Torture. Now I reverse this now. You can take it up. But blessed be unto our Messiah who came to set this man free. Exactly what he can do for you. Even though if serpent has already bestowed this 7 office upon you, Messiah is right here. That is the nature of this segment. That is the nature of this segment, to deliver you. Because it's working powerfully. And he asked him, what is thy name? And he answered, saying, my name is Legion, for we are many. These 7 offices, legions of demons resident over each, and when them all come to dwell in you, you can be seeing yourself you are living, meanwhile your soul is already in the grave, like just this man. But the good news is that Messiah is right here now. This is the nature of this segment, for these 7 offices of legions of demons to be broken off you. If you take it into account, if you take it into heart and into account, of course it will do exactly for you. Okay, here I am. You can read Revelation all chapter 9. It's about the torture of the serpent upon humanity. And Revelation 6. R5. To them it was given that they should not kill them, but that they should be tormented 5 months. And their torment was as the torment of the scorpion when he struck a man. And in those days shall men seek death, and shall not find it, and shall desire to die, and death shall flee from them. This is the last alphabet, torment, to torture you. I read Ezekiel 28 verses 18. Thou hast defied thy sanctuaries by the multitude of thy iniquities, by the iniquity of thy traffic. Therefore will I bring forth a fire from the midst of thee. It shall devour thee, and shall bring thee to ash upon the earth in the sight of all them that behold thee. It says it's going to bring out fire. Seraphim in Hebrew simply means they are blessed one. Okay, so when this deity fell, both the cherubims, because the fire means seraphims. Abba, you want to say, I'm going to call out that same fire that you once was from the midst of you to torture you. Now, that same fire that Abba Yehovah is going to use to torture him, that's the same fire that he himself is using to torture you now. To torment you. Because it said from the midst of you. Fire, I'm going to bring out fire that's going to torture you. Because you were once fire. But now you become good for nothing. That fire is what is used to torture you. Okay? We see Revelation 9. Of course, it is the torture of the seraphims, the serpent, the scorpion. When you read, you are going to see serpent over there. He is the Abaddon, the destroyer, the killer, the spoiler. The torture is the one to torture. Okay? So this is the mystery of this worker, serpent. Family, stay tuned next week. We are going to do that of a demon. All of them is there. All of them. All folly deities, they are all there. Rekos care about divine protection on me. I fear no garbage because they are good for nothing. Okay, saying to family, in the midst of the week, we are releasing the part 2. We are going to see the four powerful lies told by this serpent on this planet Earth. That is the most powerful lie ever told on Earth. Four. There are many. 4. We are going to take it one by one. That is the point 4. Okay, stay tuned on the Shabbat next week. Of course, you will see the mystery of demons as well. Imamba sekereba iye salirebo. Bule shanderebo sulilebo shalirebo iye. Burebo senderebo iye o salirebo. Mosekerebo iye o. Imo sandalabe iye salirebo. Final comment for the serpent and for the viewers. Revelation 14, 9-11. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hands, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahuwah, which is poured out without measure, into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented